Well, I look like an aborted Jack Black. Anyways, welcome to the Friday Fallout, everybody. The one-time world champions of the Shed Time Mega Bowl Championships are still here. Yeah.
We're 1 for 1, baby. 100% championship win rates.
Just want to let you guys know we're never doing it again. Anyways, welcome.
100%.
You go out when you're on top. You know, you win the gold medal, you go home.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm going to retire now. Sorry, I'm retired.
Unlike every other NFL player, we're retiring when it's good. So, there we go. I think that's what they do. I saw something about some guy. What?
Deflating our balls?
Deflating our balls,
Deflating our balls.
Go back to this inflating our balls thing, because I'm kind of curious.
That's
baseball.
Basketball.
Yeah, sorry. Baseball is putting balls in humidors.
Yeah. I knew it.
Anyways,
in humidor.
Sports and athletics. I like hockey.
I have had a theory about if things were a little bit different, how women get fake boobs, and what if women were really attracted to testicles? So all these guys had these huge fake testicles they were walking around with all the time. Yeah.
I can see why you haven't been bored on Pornhub in a while, Anthony.
that. And I'm wondering how expensive it is to put grapefruits in there.
How much are grapefruits?
Yeah.
I don't know, $2 maybe.
Snorkel doesn't know. He can't go within 20 feet of a fruit.
So
at least not one that's grown in the ground.
Probably like $5,000.
You don't grow fruit in the ground. Those are tubers.
That's what I said.
That's a potato.
Potatoes are fruit. Anyways, let me hit chat real quick, and then we'll get into everything that everyone's been up to. And we had, I believe, in here first was Snorkel. As you see, he's on the panel. Mr. Geekus, of course, he's here. Mr. Wentucky Shine says cheers.
Who knew?
And then gentlemen, I don't know where these gentlemen are, but if we find them, call the cops. Let's see who else we got. Mr. Earns in the house.
That's me and Geekus.
Oh yeah, you guys are the gentlemen.
Geekus and I are the gentlemen.
Oh
no!
Allegedly.
Yes, the clip.
There it is.
Oh my God, we got.
I swore your chair was gonna fall backwards that night.
Great One Batsky says good afternoon, little piggies. And let's see who else is here. We got Ronnie Jim. I think that's what the I am. Ronnie J 1M. Ronnie J 1 million. That's what I'm calling.
Ronnie J 1 meter.
Hey man, it's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion and the. What's up, John?
I mean, if it's a meter long, it's definitely about the size of the boat.
There's a Mrs.
$1
Maximus here. Is that your burner account?
I didn't realize I was married. Listen, I don't want to talk about
that. Is that your tablet's account? Yeah,
listen,
wow.
Geek is over here boosting his stuff, and he's like, when he plays Destiny on Twitch, she's like, "You're so cute," and he's like, "Oh, stop it!" He's like, "LOL." Like,
that's when he goes on to Reddit. This is his Reddit account for making himself look good. Hell's yeah.
Yeah,
it's so true. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Do you know? No, I'm serious. Do you know this person? No.
I thought you guys were fucking with me. I thought you guys were fucking with
me. Oh well, either way, welcome. Glad to see that you are here. Ern says, my balls have been big as the large oranges. It's not fun, I assure you. You just don't know the right people, man.
Was it the COVID shot? Did that do that to you? Because I heard, who was that, Cardi B?
Yeah.
Was it Cardi B or Nicki Minaj's friend's cousin?
Yeah, something like that. A trusted source, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure. That's science right there. It's coming from Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned about the disparity in size there for Ern.
Yeah.
It's like
large oranges. Are we talking like
what is a large orange?
I mean, what does he consider a large orange?
What's a large orange?
Is a tangerine a large orange to Ern?
Yeah, I don't like. I need a. Okay, so banana for scale first.
Anthony, you can take over at any time.
The more time we waste here, the less time we have for boat parts.
That's what I mean.
Oh man!
Oh man!
I need all the fish finders. Let me tell you what.
So we were off last week.
Suffered from torsion. That is not good.
Okay, so here we are.
Ern.
Sorry, Ern.
Isn't that like a microwave
make
pizza?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yes, yeah, a Tostinos. Yes, that's the one.
A small grapefruit is a large orange. That did not help her.
I love American math. I love American math. a comet the size of 13 dishwashers is flying past the Earth. It's like, why can't you just say like?
Hey, as long as you got somebody to toss your fruit salad, you're fine. So.
A rock the size of a small boulder.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get on into it. I'm gonna start with Snorkel because unfortunately, if you guys didn't know, Snorkel goes to a live action event and LARPs and stuff like that. And
LARP.
Last week the week before last, that's why he wasn't with us. He went to one. I tried to send him a camera. It didn't get there quite in time, so he wasn't able to record anything, but he does have it now for next time. And then Anthony's going to put together the craziest stuff he could probably ever do with that, because we just work Anthony like a mule. But you got anything you want to share about that?
I don't know what you're talking about. Next time, I'm going with him.
We're all going.
They'll have you.
Coming live.
It's in July.
And no,
Okay,
Anthony,
well, maybe.
if you go, I want you to go around with a cardboard fake desk with a fake monitor, like you're streaming on YouTube. And have your microphone.
You're coming with
there.
me. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go, but I'm just gonna be myself. That's weird enough.
We're gonna buy booth space and just make and set up like a
there
medieval
are no
YouTube
get a
booth.
screen printer. We could do it
There are
across
no
the
booths.
street. It's public property. You can't kick us out.
It's private property, and we can kick you out.
See, Snorkel, this is why no one invites you to things. What's up, Geekus?
I just want to know when in July so I can get my passport together.
I thought it was
coming to you
August.
live.
Is it July?
It's July, and then we have our third game in September.
Let's do September.
It's not a problem.
Honest to God, I did spend a few minutes this week trying to search out to see if I could figure out which group he was part of.
I could have told you afterwards.
I didn't know if you would or not, so I'm like,
Yeah.
who's got events going on right now
Here,
and then in the
here,
summer
let
and
Circle's not
Where
shy.
is the YouTube? I am not shy. I absolutely
Not shy.
love this group of people.
not shy. This is the guy that was omniscient for the first 6 months he was on the show, but definitely not shy.
Just because you can't have kids, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Oh, you didn't say omnipotent.
Oh wait, it might be after Worlds. Oh shit, I'd have to actually.
Snorkel
check
doesn't even
that
know,
shit.
and he goes every year 4 times.
Does it have an? It has an S in it.
Oh
son
my
of a
God,
bitch.
yes, it's worlds.
Wait, where's the
multiple
S go?
worlds, not just
After's
one.
World. After's World.
Where do you want it to go? I have a feeling this could be a whites make it worse segment.
Yeah, speaking
There you
of
go. After Worlds LARP.
yeah, Kentucky.
Yeah, I
Shine.
came close to
Slurp.
doing one of those.
Also,
After World
yeah,
Slurp?
Congrats to Kentucky.
After Worlds LARP.
After World Slurp?
It's like the 2 Men in a Truck moving company here in Vegas, but their website is 2men.com. But if you spell it right, it's twomen.com.
T women, let's
Yeah.
go.
I'm not down. Kentucky Shine said,
Bring you a lot
Boparts,
of T-Pain.
I'm gonna buy you
Sorry.
a drink. Ooh-wee, is that your dick
Buy
staring
you
at me?
a drink.
I'm gonna buy you a drink. They say the club, but close at 3. I'm gonna take you home with me. I've got money.
We've
What
been
you think
off
about that?
for
I've been
a
trying-
couple of weeks
yeah.
because
It's
we're
been a bit.
not driving. Everybody's
Yeah.
talking over everybody right now.
Yeah, it's like an Xbox
that's just
party.
because I'm back.
Yeah.
You guys had one whole show without me, and you got used to not being talked over. So
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah.
Also,
I'm here-
I'm gonna
I'm
try
here
to
to
get this
crush
out for
your
5
dreams.
minutes. Kentucky bought a boat, apparently. So, congrats to
Oh
Kentucky.
fuck yeah! Congrats,
Yeah.
Kentucky.
And Graham
So
Basky
Kentucky's
said,
looking for some stuff.
And Graham Basky said it's not a problem if your balls are huge unless you're knocking over your wellies as you step over them. And I'm guessing that's Australian for beer. I don't
No, that's Foster's.
know. Jangles is in the house. What's up, Jangles? And yeah, that's
Yo,
everybody. in chat.
Jangles.
Geekus, what have you been up to, my good friend? Gentlemen, excuse me.
Yes, I'm a gentleman. How dare you? Put some respect on it. I've just been chilling, getting back into streaming slowly. Destiny's got some new stuff going on, and I've been spending lots of time fishing because that was the one thing Destiny's been missing was fishing. Also, they released a new dungeon, but also fishing.
Can you fish in the dungeon?
That's all. No,
No,
I wish
no,
I
you
could.
can't.
That would have been. God, what a wasted opportunity that was.
Yeah. Speaking of dungeons, Anthony, how have you been?
That was a snorkel reference right there. What are you doing?
No, but Anthony is always in the
Right
YouTube
there.
content creation dungeon.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
There you go.
I can't
There you go,
possibly
Geekus, it's in
understand why
chat.
fishing would be fun in a game like that, but rock on. That's
I mean,
Thank
a
you.
lot of people can't understand why that game's fun, including the people that play it. So,
But anyway, no, just kidding. No, it's I I miss it when we're off because it's I miss hanging out and being around people that have some intelligence, or at least somebody I can make fun of. But yeah, I've just had a rough. I was telling these guys before the show, I've just had a rough week on social media. Like and my YouTube is now, my algorithm is designed just to piss me off. Like I was scrolling through like my homepage and I'm like, every one of these videos, if I click on it, I know I'm gonna get mad at one of the other of these people, and it's like just pages of this shit. So I'm sure gonna try and get away from that. Like it's not good for your mental health to keep doing that shit. Like Karen videos, yeah, let's watch that. Cops being stupid, yeah, let's watch that. And then after a while, I'm like, I hate everybody. I never want to leave my house, and hey, Robin Williams, you got room for 2 on that boat?
Oh, wow. What would you want to see, Anthony?
I'm just done. Like, oh, no more currency, so the government control all the money through digital, because then we won't have any control. And, it's just like all this crap is just designed to piss me off. And I'm not that guy. Like, I really, I've been watching a lot of X-Files this week, too, which is probably not the best thing either. That's just more government conspiracy kind of crap.
Don't worry, Anthony. The truth
is
out
so.
there.
But I did want to bring something up because I caught this Twitch stream and it was a replay, and I watched a little bit of it. And these guys were playing a military game, and one of the characters had this particular outfit on, and I thought, why the fuck would you be wearing that if you're trying to hide? If you're
not
trying to be inconspicuous. Well, and then I watched the playthrough, and they got shot pretty much right away as soon as they jumped into any particular scenario.
They're going to be.
I was just curious to find out why somebody would do this to themselves.
Have you seen? Okay, actually, go ahead, Geekus, take it over.
Storkel's point. Excuse me. Storkel's point was, you guys are dumb. They're going to be looking for military guys. They're going to be looking for army guys.
Peter Griffin.
They're not going to see this one coming.
They're not going to see this coming. The trick is, we're out in the desert. It's very, very.
You can see you coming from space. I don't know what you're fucking talking
about. You would be surprised.
So surprised.
I was playing with Vandal the other night, and I got my ass taken. Yeah. Anyways, that's OnlyFans. You guys got to subscribe to that one. That's extra. But the amount of people that will just run right past me is insane.
Yeah. Really?
Also, representing, Toronto.
Those of you in chat that don't know, this is Geekus that I
it's me.
This from.
It's me in my Barney.
I thought, what Barney dinosaur. Army is this motherfucker joined?
So I'm a bit of a whore, and I was supporting the Call of Duty League, the professional Call of Duty stuff, and one of the teams is from Toronto, and I like their colors, so I'm like, yep, sure, put me in. Put me in that. It's actually not as outrageous as a lot of other things on.
And I've seen these games played by other people, and a lot of times they work together as a team and they do things. I didn't really see that team continuity happening in this particular one. Like everybody kind of ran off like it was a fucking fire drill.
It's Call of Duty.
It was comical, but I had to bring this up because I just couldn't figure this out. I was just like. Everybody else is in camo, and then there's a streetlight named Desire just running around here glowing in the dark. Like what the fuck is this about? So, just a little fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got
Call
that.
Of Duty
Thank you
likes
so
to
much.
Make things realistic, but not so realistic that you can't be swaggy. You know what I mean? Like, people spend money on these things. Geeky spent money on that. Like, I'm not hating or judging.
I put real human dollars towards it. And you know what? No shit.
My son has done this forever, and I give him lots of shit about it. It's just one of those things that I find hilarious. So I'm not really making fun of you. I'm just making fun of the situation because I think dressing up your fucking video game characters is the dumbest thing. But that's to each his own. Like whatever you want to do.
Somebody does not approve of Destiny, and I am upset.
It's not just that. It's really any game because like I play Magic the Gathering online. And you pick your avatar when you start out, but you can change it all the time. and I still have the original one. Like that doesn't change my gameplay. And honestly, I want people to think that I'm a fucking rookie when they come into the battle, because it's like, yeah, you're gonna lose. Like I just, that to me is not intriguing.
Well,
if I can't have my own face, which is beautiful, why would I want somebody else's? Fuck that shit.
No.
I got some new beard stuff this week. Beard wash and conditioner and oil and all that. And god damn it, this motherfucker ain't looking awesome.
If it makes you feel any better, Anthony, started playing this new mobile game. Well, I don't know if it's new, but I started playing so it's new to me. And I've changed my avatar to the girl, was Lacey Sherbet, where she's Gretchen Wieners from Mean Girls.
Yeah.
And my name on the game is Gretchen Wieners. And everyone, like a lot of people that play this game is like around like older than you know, or people that just haven't seen it and they think I'm a real girl.
So fucking really old in.
Yeah, and they think I'm a real girl, and so they keep giving me stuff, and I'm like, thanks, sweetie, and all this stuff. And I've been able to get to be from like a month ago. Now I'm the 11th and highest power in the kingdom because of this. And I just beat people up, and then it's funny because I go in this little chat thing and I'm always talking, and they're like, damn, that's a thick ass, like level 30 is what I'm at or whatever out of 35. And they're like, oh, look at this chick, damn, check her out. And then they're like, oh, damn, what's up, you want to join my alliance, baby? And then they go to my profile and it's a dude, and they're like, I wish I could get in the game, you can't delete what you say. And they're like, I wish I could delete messages, I fucking hate this and all that. So I'll take some screenshots for you, but yeah, it's fun. Like Snorkel used to do it, dress up as a chick at GTA, and guys would drive up to him all the time and be like, hey, baby, you want to ride? Yeah, get in. And they just, like, he'd be walking down the street, and, like, we'd just be watching him, and the car's like, beep, 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 like, following him. But, yeah. So, and the video games are supposed to have a little bit of fun, you know what I mean? Because eventually we're all going to be playing Call of Duty in real life, so...
So, like, when you finish one of those games that you're talking about where Gretchen Wieners is your character, does it have a screen at the end? It's like Wiener is the winner?
Yeah, actually, I just won this thing where I had to spend a little bit of money. And Gretchen Wieners was the winner of the kingdom, and it's on top of the thing. Kind of, it's like a banner and all this stuff, and it just like scrolls across everyone's screen. So like Gretchen Wiener, Gretchen Wiener, Gretchen Wiener, and it's like Gretchen Wiener has zeroed your base. Gretchen Wiener has killed all your troops. Gretchen Wiener has taken all your resources. And then the best part is like, since I'm 11th now, I'm not too far. Like, I think in the next like month I can get to number 1. I'm gonna do a face reveal, you know. Like,
gotcha.
And then I'm just gonna
stuff, nerds.
Yeah, and then I'm on the Discord for this game, and I'm gonna share all the screenshots of the messages I get from these guys, because like their wives play with them and shit like that too.
During your face reveal, can you get somebody to throw a bucket full of hot dogs at you?
Possibly, but I have to go get a new bucket because I've already got one. It's full of hot dogs.
Oh. Oh, no.
Well, you know, you put on the wig, let Delane do a little makeup action. You never know what might happen.
I mean, that
so.
face
I might get
reveal
more.
might get you more attention. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Don't even shave. Just go with
yeah.
the makeup and
I'm gonna just make an OnlyFans for the Gretchen Wieners on Stormshot at Backstash OnlyFans. Like.
Oh.
All right, well, let's get on to the rundown here.
Oh, yeah, right. How deep were you in the show? Let's go.
I have a bumper for this. If my computer's so slow right now, I don't know why.
Because reason.
Should be downloading all the games. What? No, nothing.
All the games?
Yeah, games.
Wow, what a great audience.
What a great audience.
It's all the games.
All right, Anthony.
Timmy.
All right, so rundown for this evening. I do have a Rotten Potatoes review. I have a new segment called History Men that I think most of the chat members will really enjoy. We do have a Hits or Bullshits. I've got some random picks that one of our panelists might enjoy. And the thumbnail game. And if we have time, then we've got boat parts there.
Kentucky brings up
Why is boat parts
brings up a good question.
It's shy, okay?
It was
in
outside.
It was in the pool.
Just got out of the pool, man.
When you play with it, it gets bigger. So
It was in the pool.
Yeah. All right. So as you guys see, we have a stacked show, just like Martha Stewart there in the background.
Oh
Also,
boy.
Kentucky Big Rick is busy promoting his new power slide workout video. So
When I said this week has been rough on social media, this picture is part of that as well.
I
This is
haven't
just
seen
nope.
it.
Just
Like
keep
for real.
ruining
I'll have to
everything.
look at
Doesn't
it.
really matter what it is. Just fucking keep ruining it. Like, can't guys have one thing and
You
a
don't
fucking
even buy
83-year-old?
Sports Illustrated.
It doesn't matter.
Show me where this has personally affected
Neither
you.
does she.
I'm sure she, her and Snoop. Never mind. Ron Potato's bumper is going up.
Is it the new one?
Yes.
What about her and Snoop? Come on, man. You can't just put that out there. Just let it dank.
I mean,
I think
only
they
one of
did,
them's
actually.
a convicted felon.
Yeah.
You know what?
And it's not the one
fair.
you think.
Yeah, that was Martha Stewart's quote about it. She said, "Yeah, Snoop Dogg's gonna be really proud of me for this one." So,
Hi-oh.
anyway.
All right, I'm googling.
All
this while
right.
you do
Well,
this.
in lieu of our conversation earlier, this week's Rotten Potatoes review is going to be about the new Dungeons and Dragons movie, which is now on Paramount Plus to watch. I have mixed feelings about this movie. Here's the thing. I've watched this. I'm going to tell on myself a little bit, but I've watched this movie more times this week than I would like to admit. I say I've probably watched it 4 times. And the issue is that the first time that I watched it, it kind of felt like Phantom Menace. I wasn't sure if it was good or not. Like, I wasn't. There were things about it that I really liked as far as it was entertaining for me to watch, but I couldn't really figure out why. And then there were other times where it was serious and then goofy, and then I couldn't really figure out who it was made for. And about the 3rd time through, I realized what this movie is. And if they would have done 2 things with this, it would have made this movie so much better. What this movie is that this movie is for people who have actually played Dungeons and Dragons and understand the concept that each one of these characters is someone that somebody else is playing. Like, you're looking through the eyes of that. And having played Dungeons and Dragons several times, once I got that mindset that this was basically you're watching that, then I understood everything made sense. Like, I understood everything, and it kind of worked its way through. It's a little too childish to be like a serious movie, and it's a little bit too violent to be a kids movie, I think. So it's kind of in between there. But once you get your mindset around the idea that this movie was basically trying to show off the game, and that you could be different characters in it, it made me understand the movie, and I actually liked it a little bit more. The one thing that I think would have put this movie over the top is that, like, if they'd had an opening scene with like 5 or 4 ugly fat dudes and an ugly fat chicks all sitting around a dining room table, and then went into the movie, I think it would have actually explained exactly what the movie was going to be. But overall, I thought it was just kind of okay. Not the greatest thing that I've ever seen. Any of you guys seen this? Have any desire to see this?
I haven't seen it. Mrs. Geekus, or excuse me, Mrs. Maximus in chat said that she loved this movie. I do want to see it, but I gotta disagree with your assertion that it's all gross people that play this, because I know some pretty smoking hot chicks that play Dungeons and Dragons. And
No. I'm not.
I know. I'm just
okay.
kidding.
I'm not saying that only gross people. Yeah. No, I'm just saying it would have, if I'd known that, like from the like, if they would have had a dungeon master that would have started talking and then kind of narrated the movie, it would have made more sense. But the way they drop you into it, it's like one of your normal kind of action movies, and then you're like, it's not good enough for that. It needs, and then like I said, once my mind clicked and was like, okay, if I was playing each one of these characters and I was in a room with other people, this is basically the imagination coming to life, and to me, then it works.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I want to watch it, but I don't want to pay for Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Tell me how you really.
I get it free with my Walmart delivery service, so
They
no big
try to
deal.
give you anything to get you to stop ordering the Mountain Dews.
It's an amazing.
Please.
I'm gonna keep promoting it until it goes away, but that's the best service that's available.
They
out there,
want
I'm
him to
telling
stop ordering the Mountain Dews, and yet they give him a Dungeons and Dragons movie. This is not the way you do those
you.
things.
Well,
What
I hear
else are you
Paramount
supposed to-
Plus might be going under. There's
Oh,
been some
no.
real speculation that that's probably going to be the case. They don't even look to be profitable for at least 5 or 6 years. And I think the idea that I heard somebody else talk about actually makes sense. Have Paramount provide content for other apps.
Yeah.
So you don't lose your Star Treks and things like that. That way Paramount makes money because they're they're gonna have to license whatever whatever app decides to carry that, so that would be a positive step. They would actually make money. I don't think that Paramount Plus, unfortunately, is going to make money unless they do what Disney did and pull all of their stuff off of every other network and only show it on theirs, which I'm surprised they don't do that. And I'm surprised other companies like Warner Brothers and Fox don't do the same thing. Like, okay, Disney, if you're going to do that, then we're going to do that. I think it would make, like, that way
It's
you would get to
getting
see
there.
more movies, because there's so many movies out there I don't get to see, and I'm like, why are they not available for streaming? They're 12 years old.
Well, the licensing rights and
I don't
shit
get
like
it.
that, but it's like I'm sure you've seen it already. It's starting to go back into, like, instead of cable, it's going back into the same thing where it's all in one place. Right now, Hulu and Disney's merging. What was it, HBO and what else is merging? I can't remember. Warner Brothers is
Just
merging.
You keep saying that,
Discovery.
but I don't know about that, because
Discovery.
HBO just changed their name to Max.
Yeah, so it's supposed to
Yeah,
be them and
just
Warner
Max.
Brothers. Yeah, HBO got rid of Max, so instead
Max.
of HBO Max, just Max. Your move, Peacock.
Max.
No, but yeah.
Yeah. No more HBO Max. Max.
So Jangles, if you have Walmart Plus, just know that if you go on there, you can get your subscription to Paramount Plus is free. You just have to go onto their site and use, sign up through that. But it's absolutely free. It's included in that.
Yeah, I think he has it too. He told me to hit him up. It would be password sharing.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah,
erase
he's-
my history.
And it's not like the old
Vandal's
days, because if you
government.
notice on this poster, this actually came out on April the 6th, and it's only the middle of May, and it's already on the streaming service. So
I love it. It's exclusive to cinemas.
Yeah.
For a month.
yeah, and I don't know if that's normal anymore. It might be,
What do you mean, like a month
but
after?
I would think
its
you'd want
own
to have
stuff?
more time in the cinema.
Unless it's a Marvel movie, usually they go on pretty quick. Like the Marvel tries to milk it as much as they can these days, and it takes like a month or a couple months. But like, there's no, like, that's my thing. I don't want to go to a theater. I don't want to go be around someone screaming kids. I don't want to see, like, these teenage kids making out and shit like that. I'd rather do it at home.
Well, I don't think they're giving theaters a chance. I don't
Just
think they're
wait
giving
40
theaters
days.
a chance to do well. Like, they're just pulling this stuff so quick on his streaming services. I don't know how movie theaters stay in business, to be honest with you, because a lot of people are just like Vandal, where I just don't want to go out to that.
Yeah, and then, like, I don't know, but I think it's gonna merge all together with all this eventually. And it's gonna be a hub again, like cable was, and we're gonna get it all on there. But yeah, I know I'm kind of sidetracking now, but yeah, it's hard to go to a movie theater these days, and it's not like I don't want to be around people. I don't want to just pay you $30 for popcorn. I like my shit burnt. I want to smoke weed while I'm fucking watching the movie, or hit my vape or something. I mean, I still do that in the theater
No,
when I
I'm
used
with
to
you.
go, but I want to do it without guilt.
Getting back to the movie just a little bit,
Sorry.
I don't think the casting was great. I'm not a huge fan of Michelle Rodriguez. I'm just not. I don't think that she's a very good actor. Chris Pine, God love him, man. I want such things for him, but other than Star Trek, I just don't ever see him get the roles. And tell me when I'm wrong, but I just don't ever see him get the roles that I really feel like are pushing him to greatness. It just this feels like Captain Kirk in this Dungeons and Dragons, the world.
They keep typecasting him.
It doesn't feel like a different character.
Yeah.
Now Geekus and Snorkel, I'm sure both of you have probably played D&D at some point. Are you gonna? I would say for people that play D&D, you'll probably like this movie.
I currently have a game that we run every other Saturday.
Yeah.
I wish I could do it as a Zoom thing, because I think I would make an awesome dungeon master.
They have Discords for that.
Do they?
Yeah, I do believe it's just the generic D&D Dungeons and Dragons legitimate Discord has a bunch of looking for groups
Are they
for
on
either
Friday nights
players.
around 11?
You can make up your own group. You hook up with other
You
people.
can host this.
Yeah.
You can make it
Yeah.
happen.
Well,
They're
why
looking
don't you? Yeah.
for-
Why don't we do a
looking
Dungeons
for
and
I've never
Dragons
been a
show?
dungeon
Or-
master before because I didn't want
Yeah.
to spend all the money on the books and shit like that. But with my creativity, I think we could probably put together something pretty fun.
You could
You
do
can
our
get
own.
the-
When Mom says we have Dungeons
you can
and Dragons at
pirate the
home.
PDFs. Just pirate the PDFs online. They're free.
No, it's a lot of reading. It's a lot of. I've seen this stuff. It's just like
It's not
playing
that
it
much
so
fun.
easy because you just show up with your character and there you go. So,
So yeah, if you want to play.
but
it in the
anyway,
future,
I'm gonna
we
give
can-
this. We're gonna give this like a 60% Rotten Potatoes. I think it's definitely worth watching. And once you understand what it is, I think it's one of these movies that I enjoyed, but I couldn't tell you why. It was like I really had fun watching it, but was it a good movie? Not necessarily, but there was a lot of fun stuff in it, and so yeah. And like I said, I ended up watching like 4 times this week just trying to figure out what it was. Like, what are you trying to do with us here? And because there were times that I watch it and I get distracted and start doing something else, and I'm like, oh, part last time. So watch it. I think it's pretty good. I'm going to do one last thing on Rotten Potatoes here, just because it's not a movie or a TV show or anything like that. But I bought something this week, and I'm pretty impressed with it. So I kind of wanted to bring it up because I think it's something that other people might enjoy as well. It's nothing scary, so don't get freaked out. Come on, where's
Now I'm really scared.
Too late. Now I'm scared.
No. Not a big deal. So I've been looking for lights that I can do with like little gels to put on them to give me a little bit more color on screen. And I saw these $40. You get 3 of them on there. You get like all the little what we call gels in the industry, but they're like the little colored plastic. The cool thing about them is they have the way that the little colored plastics are set up. They're actually holders on the lights themselves, so they just slip right in and out, which is really cool. But you get 3 of these with tripods and all these different colored gels for $40. I'm pretty impressed. That's the lights I'm using currently. So I think the color looks good. The brightness is fantastic, and they plug into like a USB. And my power strip has a bunch of USB ports on it, so I can just plug them all in. And I think it works pretty good. They have like multiple settings as far as turning the lights brighter or darker. They're LEDs, so they take like no power at all. And I was skeptical because I was like, but you get a lot of shit in here. I mean, these 3 tripods you could use for a bunch of different things, and the lights actually work pretty good. So if you're looking for something, give yourself a little bit more light, check them out.
Just to be sure everybody knows, we're not sponsored, but we
No.
could be.
Yeah, and just
Oh,
think if,
no,
you
we
got-
know.
But
if
we
you-
could
and
be.
if you've been doing YouTube for years and you finally get a colored light, that's going to turn things around. I'm just letting you guys know.
That's right. It's all uphill. All right, so we have a fun first segment to do this evening that is called 3 Men. So if you want to run that bumper, we'll go and do that.
Oh, the booper.
Gentlemen, we're history.
I think
I'm kind of proud that I nonchalantly named the show History.
69, dude.
So history, man.
Hey, Ted, don't forget to wind your watch.
What?
Vandal and I have been kind of teasing this for some time, and we had talked about taking in some pictures from some of our chat members and putting them into historical photos to see how that works out. And I got a wild hair up my ass this week and decided to do some of these, and they turned out so great that I kind of wanted to share them. So this is our first one that we've got up here. That's me.
Dapper as hell.
You know, I'm glad you dropped who that is because I would have had no clue. I
would've
was
thought
taken
you-
aback
yeah.
right here.
I was
I
assuming you
thought that-
Cecily Zess Grant ship or whatever that guy's name.
I-
Oh, there!
I
Whoa,
thought
whoa!
it was
That's
Big
the
Oh, there
same
it is.
guy. That's the same.
Holy
Hey,
smokes!
I thought it was Big
God
Rick.
damn.
they
Wow.
said the name in the
Damn.
movie. They said the name in the movie.
They said the name. Hey,
So yeah, I think these
They look
that
great.
turned out pretty good. I like it. I think it's fun. Vandal looks pretty good as well.
No, I know.
hello there. General
I
Kenobi.
like that the hat covers up the 6 head.
That's what the hat is. It's not even a hat.
Why do you think I've got it down?
It's not a hat. It's just
Yeah, it's just
the old Victorian six head.
It's
I
ye old
just have
face paint.
the Entertainer stuck in my head now.
Yeah. Oh.
I
Well,
like that it's classic. The mustache is not too thin, but thin.
a mustache, a mustache, a mustache.
I did have that outfit at one
So
point.
I'm glad
in
you
time.
feel that way, Geekus, because I wanted to make sure that you were included in this.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's accurate. Yeah, no,
Dude, that's a mighty fine hat.
Yeah.
God, it's got a better mustache than I could ever grow ever in my life if I tried the hardest. Gun to the earth.
God, you're almost there. Just
No,
you know, a few
no,
more weeks.
That split will never go away. It's the French in me, unfortunately.
So you take a Sharpie.
At this point, I might as well just draw the whole thing in. Anyway,
Hey, you know.
I'm here for it. I love that. I want one of those hats.
This next one here, I really enjoyed Count Snorkel.
Oh,
well then,
Why does Snorkel always look like a bad guy?
Monsieur.
no. I'm always the
Because
bad
he
guy.
is.
That's just me.
Duh.
He is the villain of this story.
At no point did I
villain on a
claim to
Sherlock
be the
Holmes
hero
movie.
of the piece.
Yeah, he was certainly the villain of the piece.
I definitely like how this guy looks like he's thirsting forward to inject whatever he has to say over everyone else. It definitely gives a Snorkel vibe.
Oh yeah,
it's
definitely.
definitely shallow and pedantic.
Yeah.
This guy was caught mid-rant. It's
Strong
beautiful.
Moriarty vibes out of that one.
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Oh, hells yeah.
Shout out to Sewer Rug in the chat. I totally spaced it because I'm stoned, but he couldn't be with us tonight, and he's going to tell you why, because he has a story to tell.
He has a long story short for you
Yeah.
guys next show.
So
Eventually,
stay tuned.
Anthony's going to get me replaced completely. I can't wait.
How dare you there, Maximus? I have better hats. Shoot.
I do.
Sewer Rug's got a
I
little
do.
something going on here. You have to ask him about that later on.
That's
so.
That's next
Although-
week's show.
That looks
Accurate.
like a candid picture of what Sewer Rug just did tonight.
Honestly, that is
Spoilers.
way too on brand for today.
That's Sewer Rug. Please, we didn't.
Shut
Don't
up,
get any
Snorkel.
ideas, man.
But also,
I also love,
ideas.
I love vintage photography because it's like when your aunt gets a camera and she thinks she's a photographer, and she's like, oh, you like the color, take a picture holding a crayon, and back in the day they're like, oh, you used to butcher stuff, take a picture holding of a butcher knife, you know what I mean? Like that's
stand here for 20 minutes.
yeah,
Thanks.
stand here for 20 minutes.
I also like-
I didn't put enough flint in this bulb. Oh no, I have dysentery, I died. Like
I like that in the
Magnesium,
olden
but-
days, this guy is just wearing an apron because that's long john underwear. So
It sure is. He's in his underpants.
He's nude right now.
I would
Goddamn
assume he's like a
Victorians.
butcher or something. That was my
guess.
first guess.
Yeah. You got
That is a
the
They
bone
kicked
saw.
him right out of it.
And the bone saw, yeah. So-
Bonesaw is ready.
He's in his underpants, but he had to make sure he had his hat on because he didn't
Gotta
have
get the
it,
hat.
you know.
I mean, come on.
Well,
That thing is-
photographs are
Sewer Rug
fancy,
said
yo.
he'd have to have more forehead to replace me. Ronnie in chat also says the name Diego Popes comes to mind.
Well, I'm glad you read that because I had Diego Poops.
I think he was trying to say the name Diego comes to mind instead of Popes.
Pops to mind, comes to
Yeah.
mind. Yeah, yeah, Poops to mind.
Now
I'll
I haven't,
poops. It's
I
just
haven't
pooping in
seen
there.
her in chat, but we only have really one girl, so there we go.
Don't show her this.
It's a good shot.
I can't
straight
go
up-
through another
That's
hairstyle.
not Chaplin.
No kidding. I'm on my
She'll
fucking
You're
test it
gonna
on you
have to.
first. Don't
You're
worry
gonna
about it,
have to.
Vandal. She'll test it on you first.
But it's like I can see the personality of this person through this photograph. Like she's a strong woman. We'll put it that way. That's what I'm expecting out of this. So I thought this was pretty good. So I thought it was only fair. We do the panelists. We probably should do some of the chat members, and one of our favorite ones is.
Delane's here. Hi, Delane. How are you?
Oh, look at Ern over here. G-Easy in
Yeah,
1940.
just
All right.
That's the
All
guy
right.
that launched GQ magazine right there.
Yeah, basically.
Fucking dick.
When
Thanks,
I saw
Ern.
this picture the first time, I could not stop in my mind the music. Wow, when you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where action sits?
Put it on the ridge, baby.
Oh wait, wrong movie.
That's
No,
the
carry on.
Goonies.
Do what you're doing.
It works for that. I'm
It
on board.
does. I'm here for it.
But looking pretty dapper there, Ern. Nothing wrong with that.
You slide
this
boobs.
this next picture that I had, I had to search a little bit out because during this time period, it was going to be a little bit more difficult to find a PC picture that I could use.
Don't do it.
Item
Don't
for
do
Jim.
it.
No.
So,
Not like this.
I did
Okay,
find
so
something a
that's-
little
there
more
we
PC.
go.
No,
Okay.
that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get behind that.
He definitely
Yeah.
looks like he'd be an extra in Wild Wild West starring Will Smith.
Also, it looks like the prototypical neckbeards. So
Yeah.
Fitting.
yeah, I didn't know it was that old, or that Big Rick started it. So
Well done, Rick. Miss you, buddy.
And
All right,
I've
someone
got a
mute
couple
the
more
line.
here. This is somebody that some of us might recognize.
I can hear the anger right now.
Come on, Vandal, what you got?
I can hear the.
See, I could tell
frustration.
you guys who it is, but I can't Google this answer.
Not with that attitude.
Definitely not someone who won the
so-
Showtime Mega Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
Just saying, they're not wearing one of these. You know what I'm saying?
But I think if he was alive during this time, this is probably pretty much what he would look like.
There's the look. There's
Yeah,
the look.
I think a lot of these actually turned out really good. It was fairly easy to get them, synced in, the right colors and all of that, and the sizes and whatnot. So yeah, I was pretty impressed. I didn't think they were as funny as I would hope they were going to be. They were actually just they looked
Oh, those
realistic, which I thought was pretty cool. Now this last one maybe not so realistic, but you got to do what you got to do.
No, that's spot on. Yeah,
I
what-
do.
That's
I
me
don't-
right
I
now.
don't
What are you
see-
talking about? Hold on.
I
gotta-
don't see a problem with this is. I
That's
thought you
his
were editing.
background right now. Like that, you just grabbed a screen grab,
I
Anthony. That's
thought we were-
lazy.
I thought we were editing photos here. This is
Oh, wow.
Da Vinci painted Mona Lisa like that. What are you talking about?
Wow, Anthony, just taking
Da
screen
Vinci
grabs.
painted
just-
dicks at a church.
But Delane can't go through another.
Vinci also.
I gotta go.
You know,
I gotta.
He
Had
was,
dicks
he
in
was
a
the he
church,
was the
so, I
third
mean-
Ninja Turtle.
That was the other Ninja Turtle. I hate it here.
You trying to get those names right last time was fucking hilarious. Not even close. Not even close.
What? Alfredo.
Geekus is trying to stare you down.
Alfredo. Leonidas.
Right.
So I hope you guys enjoyed a little segment of history.
I
Up
enjoyed
until
immensely.
the end. Up until the end, and Vandal started just Sistine Chapel. Get the. Anyways, next.
All right. So next thing we got on the block is a game, little hits or bullshit. So run that beautiful bean footage.
Being in it.
We're history.
I thought Vandal turned out so good in that one. I was like, God, you look just like that. That's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah, no, that one.
That was actually
beautiful.
Sewer
Spot
Rug
on.
as Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jingle says Da Vinci's moaning Vandal.
Ooh wee.
That's the original ooh-woo face.
That's ooh wee, not ooh ooh.
Okie dokie. So here's the deal. We do this game on a regular basis. Normally I switch my camera so that we can do this, and I'm going to do this tonight. But for some reason, this image just looks really crappy on my other camera. I don't know why, but I was doing a test right before the show, and I was like, I might have to do this on this screen and just get out of the way as much as I possibly can. So, so tonight for hits or bullshits, I decided I would do something current. I wanted to see the worst albums of the last decade. So all of these albums have come out since 2015. So all you have to do is just tell me if the album is a hit or a bullshit. So I'm going to switch my camera, but I think I might come back to this one to give you guys a little bit better look at these. I just have to kind of get out of the way, which kind of sucks a little bit. But
I'm gonna get you a green morph suit.
Prove
I
it.
have
Or just stay in the way. We don't mind.
That's for something else entirely different, anyways.
Yeah. Oh. Shit.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. Nowadays, obviously, we don't get vinyl as much, and not even CDs anymore. So I had to kind of stretch
CDs.
the term of album cover because it was basically just what I could do with the information that I was given. But I went through an entire huge list of like the worst and picked out a few that I thought you guys would like. So take a look at these. I'm gonna switch my camera back, but I'm gonna try and get out of the way. But I wanted you guys to see it full screen before. It's still gonna be full screen. I just can't.
Sewer Rug dropping an important fact.
So
He's allowed to play. That's why he did them.
That seems like a stretch. That seems like an
Rug?
elaborate. So
Yeah.
that's an elaborate. I don't know, man.
He went a little far to play the game. I'm just saying, man. He took it a little far, buddy.
I'm so confused.
That's dedication. That's how? Wow. God.
all right.
Anyways,
so
let's not spoil
with
that.
this, if you guys can just tell me how many you think are fake first, and then we'll kind of go through the numbers after that, just so Vandal's not giving away shit to everybody
I'm
else.
pretty sure 0 of them are fake, but I'm gonna guess 2 because I already did the 0, and I don't think you'll do it again. So I think 2 of them are fake.
It's been a busy week at work.
Right. Dude,
That's all I'm saying. I've
that
stayed
last
fairly
one,
busy this week.
I don't know if you do it twice, but maybe you did. But I'm gonna say 2 are fake.
All right, Snorkel's going with 2 fakes. What about you, Mr. Maximus or Mrs. Maximus?
Wouldn't you like to know? I don't know what that means.
I'm not here to judge.
I am.
Stop it, you. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go with only 2 fakes. Yeah, 2. Only 2 of them are fake, so a lot of that seems like it's gonna be legitimate.
I hate that we can't see Anthony.
So you're going 2 fakes also?
Yeah, I'm going 2. Only
right.
2 of them are fakes.
Gotcha. All right, Vandal.
3.
You think 3 are fake?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you want to read through chat and then give your answers, or
Yeah.
however you want to do it?
Delane says she thinks 6, 7, and 8 are hits, so she believes 1 through 5 are fake. John says, well, Mom says we have the movie Saw at home. Rug says, okay, Anthony, if you made the hula hoop cheetah butt girl, it's pretty good. Jangle says it all looks like bullshit to me. Ern says 3 are fake. I said sewer rug, right? About the hula hoop butt thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'm stoned, but I didn't eat the edible again, but
Carry on.
Delane says, and number 3, so she thinks 3 is real. Kentucky Shine says 3 and 8 are fake. Mike T says 3 and 4 are BS. Mrs. Maximus is going with 3 fakes. Ern says I can name that tune in 4 notes.
I get 2 guesses this way.
Jingle says he's going to say 3, 4, and 8 are BS. And yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. So, Snorkel, which ones are fake?
I am thinking that 1 and 5 are fake.
1 and 5 are fake. Okay. Geekus.
5 and 3.
5 and 3. All right. Mr. Vandal.
1 through 3.
That's a weird way to say 2.
It is a very weird way to say
1,
2.
2, 3.
1,
Now
2,
I
3.
He can only count to 1. He
I
can
can only
only
count
to 1.
Ern says 1 is
1.
real.
What comes after 1?
I don't know.
2 through 3.
Ern, don't do me like this. Don't do me like this, Ern.
Yes, Delane. It's melanoma Martinez.
And yeah, absolutely weird chick. Uh-huh.
That hasn't popped up in my Spotify.
Give it time.
Yeah. And that was the thing. Like, I didn't know if any of these people were popular. I didn't know if you guys would recognize any of these albums. Like, I had no idea because it's like I just don't do popular music. I mean, Poop Scoop is the only thing that I know that's come out in the last few years.
Shoopity boo.
That's it for
Scoop of
me.
the poop.
So
Miss Max
the poop.
says 2, 3, and 5 are fake.
okay. Well, Geekus, I've got to be honest with you. That I couldn't believe that was spot fucking on.
Well,
No shit.
Oh, yeah.
No shit.
Well done, Geekus.
I've seen
Wow.
4 before. I've seen
I've
6
seen 6,
before
7, and 8.
and 7 and 8. Yeah,
Wow.
I've seen those ones before. Do I know? I
And
can't
I
remember
swear
what
to
4
God,
is, but-
I swear to God, 5 is a thing from a movie by what's her face.
It's Scarlett
It looks like a
Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson movie.
Scarlett Johansson
That's
movie,
exactly
yeah.
what I was
Oh,
going
Yeah.
for.
There we go.
I was like, we did an episode where we did a celebrity one and it was real. I wonder if I can fool them with this one to think them thinking that this Scarlett.
I like how the only celebrity one you thought of wasn't Corey Feldman.
that one just looked worse than anything
It is
Anthony would have to
horrifically bad.
Yeah, Anthony would have to
Horrifically
hit
bad.
himself over the head multiple times to make something that bad.
That's the worst part
Correct.
too.
Looked
Is
at
it
that
looks
and I
like
was
one
like-
of those like rapper rest in peace T-shirts too. Like
Yeah. Yeah, he must have found religion or something like that because it's like Angel to the Core is the name of that.
I like how his background
Angelic
looks
to
like
the
an
angelic
old
to
Doom
the
yeah,
core.
game
angelic
ad.
to the core.
Yeah, it looks like an old Doom.
So anyway,
like
let me
3.
run through these real quick. So number 1 is from a guy called Kid Cudi,
Oh,
and
I should know
it's
that.
Speeding Bullet to
You
Heaven
should.
is the name of that album.
Huh.
That came out in 2015.
I should
Corey
know that.
Feldman one actually came out in 2016.
That's
like I
unfortunate.
said.
A lot of things
Um,
went wrong with 2016.
Yep.
I was-
Rest in peace,
Harambe
Harambe.
died. Corey Feldman dropped this bomb.
So
It's
many
his fault.
bombs.
COVID's
It
Corey
is.
I
Feldman's
was actually
fault.
surprised I didn't fool more people with 3 because it was trying to be more of like an urban,
Yeah.
rappy. I was
It looks like a
honestly
rapper
one of the
rapper
albums
rap.
that's on that list is from a band called 6ix9ine where it's like 6. It's the number 6 IX and then the number 9
I know
INE.
6ix9ine.
Okay.
No,
I was trying to do it in that
Nice.
similar style of that because one of their
Nice.
albums is on this list of like the worst albums of the last decade.
yeah.
Number 4 is Tiga Kyoto. Tiga Kyoto came out
I've
in
seen that
2018.
before.
Okay.
Because I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I put number 5 as Scarlett Johansson style on here. Yeah, this
Meghan Trainor.
Megan Trainor or
Yeah.
whatever.
Trainor, yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
The funny thing, I
Yeah.
was like,
Not
I
good.
won't do this to the guys, but I almost was gonna be like, oh shit, I forgot to put a title there. It just says title.
No,
And
that's pretty much
so
on
cool.
brand with anything she makes.
Oh really? See, I
Yeah.
don't know her.
That sold it for me that it was real. Actually, that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
for
is
real.
so low effort. It is no.
The only thing more low effort is number 7, which had to be real. There was no way.
Yeah,
that was
no,
gonna
there
be
was
fake.
no way it wasn't
Yeah,
real.
what is
but I
7?
also
What
is
swear
7?
I've seen this one.
Is that like Odd Gang?
That's the name of the album is Supermarket. Came out in 2019. And then this last one, K12 with Melanie Martinez, also came out in 2019.
It's a good. It's just she's just got some good music to listen to, but it's it's weird.
Oh, so it's the Tyga album,
I have
is
to
what
look it up.
Ern was saying.
Oh,
For
Tyga.
4.
Ah, Tyga, yeah, Tyga.
Say it again, Anthony. How you said it?
I said Tyga.
Yeah, you definitely
that's-
did.
What did I
Yeah.
say? How's that different?
How's that different?
Ern, I like how Ern's mansplaining it for you. He says like a sassy tiger.
Sassy
It's
Tyga.
a roar.
I said it more like it was on Winnie the Pooh. After hours. After hours, Winnie the Pooh.
Hello there.
The sassy tiger. I'm sorry, I can't get over that. I gotta put now. Ern's gonna be a tiger. He's gonna get photoshopped into a sassy tiger.
Into a sassy. There's enough furries out there, so.
Oh
Yeah, it
boy.
was just surprising to me like how many albums had come out which didn't have like titles on them. They were just like these like either blank picture pictures of like this one word on that red background with one word on it. I'm like, you lazy fuck. Like,
If I could make that.
that is as lazy as you can possibly.
No.
It's not even like cool font. It's just like, you know.
As lazy as you
Hold
can
on,
be
hold
is
on.
John Bigliotti
Yeah,
right now.
he just came in and he's like, 2 of them are fake. Shut it down.
Boom.
This is my game.
Nailed it,
I
John.
own it.
Well done. Which 2 are fake, John? Which 2?
Yeah.
He's like 3 and 7.
I hope John got all of his packages from last week too, or the last time we were on.
Oh yeah,
That was
that's
a lot
right.
of shit to send to one person. The mensch on a bench took more time than everything else.
Oh no.
That's
He
racist.
got lost somewhere in the Nevada desert. I mean, I'm just kidding. But anyway, 40 years in the desert. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's
I-
okay.
Yeah, we
That was
we
that
got
was-
it.
I got it. I just want to know, like,
Um,
it's like I googled it, and it's like a 700-hour walk. Man, Moses needed a fucking fish finder, you know, that motherfucker over there, like,
Yeah.
They could have just camped out at the Red Sea. Then fine.
yeah, you
Just
know.
other side, honestly.
The Red
Just
Sea
chill there
just
for a
the
bit.
Red Sea wasn't
Anyway.
feeling it tonight. It's not in the mood.
Whatever. God, just no. I've got a headache.
Watch a video.
So I hope you guys enjoyed another episode of Hits or Bullshits.
I caught that one.
Almost got him. Almost.
The approval, man. You are so approving right now.
God, who is that guy? Get him off of here. God, look,
you know
look
why
at him.
Geekus grew
God
out his
damn.
beard.
Yeah, pretty much. It helps hide some of the. Anyways, here, let's get a new one, huh?
That one is so priceless because literally in that video you're like that for about 30 seconds. I'm like snap, 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 snap.
Why do you think I do? Well, that's why I hold them for you, Anthony. Just
I
like,
appreciate
here you go.
it. I do.
I got you. Don't
definitely
worry.
do.
Don't worry. I'm just,
And being able to use a snorkel on Doctor Strange last time was a pleasure.
Yeah,
as
Snorkel,
well.
you make a
Very
decent
good.
looking Doctor Strange if Mom said we had Doctor Strange at home.
If Mom said you got Doctor Strange off Wish, then yeah.
he's
Well-
the Doctor Strangest. It's fine.
Doctor Stranger.
Even his old timey
That's
photo
something
kinda
else,
looks
and
like
I've
a
seen that
Doctor Strange.
video. Ugh.
All right, well, we can go on to the next segment I've got set up for us this evening, which is a few random picks.
I like random picks.
The random kind.
No, not as random as you might think.
It's just pictures of like.
This one they both go to play Destiny. Is this what
Yeah.
happens?
No, I think
Bring your cameras
he's
on.
making a drink probably. I knew it was Snorkel
Oh.
Strange. Delayed said I didn't know.
Scotty doesn't know. Yes, that is correct.
Steve-O says, "Oh
I mean,
no,
no,
I
it's
forgot
not.
to attempt my DM info for the prizes."
Actually, Delane sent me a message, and so did John Bigliotti, and John beat her by 1 minute. It was whoever got their information to me the fastest, and she even just typed in same as Vandal's address.
Oh boy.
And it took her 1 minute longer than John.
I don't know. It was funny because I went on. I'm like, okay, whoever sent it to me, first, and literally it was like 43 and 44. I was
Oh
like,
wow.
So if somebody really wanted it. The funny thing to me was on that, I actually screenshotted it, but the taxes on that were $6.66. I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
Hail Satan.
Nice.
nice. All right, so we got some random picks for you guys this evening, and I thought maybe to keep in with line of some of the other things we talked about this evening, and also to reminisce with Snorkel a little bit, it might be fun to do some random picks of some LARPing costumes. Now, I was actually really nice about this, just strictly because when I got on here, I was really kind of impressed with some of the costumes that were there, and led me down to the road to maybe being a part of this at some point, because I thought some of the stuff was actually
Did
kind of
you
cool.
find anything from Nuclear Mushroom?
I would have no idea because I just look at images and not.
Did
where-
you just
where they're
do
located,
straight up
so.
LARPs, or did you do post-apocalyptic
I,
LARPs?
you type in that and then you
Yeah.
get whatever the the algorithm.
If you want to be
throws
blown
at you,
away,
so.
look at some of the post-apocalyptic LARPing. Their costumes are fucking fantabulous.
You can tell me if any of the ones that I show tonight are fit that genre. So, but I guess I have some admiration for the people that do this and actually really put their all into it to make things that actually look good, because it would be very easy to make this cheesy and look shitty. It's that part of it. I mean, we've all seen that Dalek thing that guy tried. I mean, you can make crappy looking costumes, but I thought this knight actually looked pretty good.
Looks more like something from the SCA, not a LARP. So nice.
It's live action role playing. No matter
The
how you look.
SCA is the Society for
excuse
Creative
me,
Anacronyms.
Snorkel. I don't
Listen
remember asking.
here, gentlemen. Let me
I know
tell you
you
a
didn't ask.
story.
I'm gonna tell you anyway.
So this one here, actually, I thought this is what
There we go,
actually
that's
made me
LARP.
want to do this,
Yeah.
because I was like, Jesus Christ, like that looks like Game of Thrones kind of level.
I was
of
going to
shit
ask,
right
is
there.
this the new Game of Thrones show I haven't watched yet?
Allegedly.
No, because you can see the guy with jeans and t-shirts
In the background, yeah.
It's like that Starbucks cup that was somehow at the Red Keep or whatever in the last season of Game of Thrones. They're like, fuck it, we're giving up.
Where's my water bottle? Quick.
And I started thinking, like, why is this not a business where somebody has a plot of land that, you park considerable ways away, and then they bring you in by horse and buggy, and you just live in that, area for a vacation or whatever it is that you want to do? Because I think that would be something that people might actually enjoy that are really into this. You get to be this character for, a week or whatever you want to do. I think
That's
it
what
could be
Snorkel
a fun business idea.
It is a business.
It is?
The SCA does that, and it's nationwide. The sites have no traffic. You have to stay in period gear. You do it for the whole weekend. The LARP that I do.
It's still not someplace that I could go right now and do it.
No,
Like I
because
want
they're
something that
scheduled
ran
events.
like the Disney World of LARPing, where I can just go and
If you just
and do
want to
this
be
whenever.
someone else on the internet, Anthony, you just need to get your Instagram game a little bit better and tell everyone you're happy all the time.
Oh,
Oh,
too soon.
hey,
Too
yo,
soon.
hey, come on,
Anthony,
man.
don't worry, we got you on this one. It's okay. Usually we're behind Vandal, not this time.
It's okay. I'm just gonna shit
Dick
it down.
move.
Like,
Vandal.
fuck it, I'm
Dick
done.
move.
Ugly girls taking photographs in the mirror. You have 12,000 followers.
That's why I
and
stopped following vape chicks.
I'm just done. No, that wasn't. That's not. It just. I wasn't even. This is not one of the ones I follow. It's just the recommended for you kind of shit. You ever scroll through Instagram and find something funny and then see that somebody already liked it?
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's always Vandal.
It's always.
So
I'm like,
weird
well,
how that
I
works.
can't share that one.
It's because
now.
you follow all the big booty girls after me, Anthony.
Hey, yo.
I kind of want to be this guy. Like this.
Hells
This
yeah.
is the outfit that I want.
Hells yeah.
I don't know. It reminds me of like one of the big Muppets, but
Yeah.
still, I like this. I think it's cool.
It's a really fit Gorg.
I like the garlic whip. I don't know.
It's the
he's
Muppets
got a
movie
thing
function.
against vampires.
It's the
Like,
Muppets.
he's so against the count on Sesame Street. This
Yeah, I was
guy
gonna say,
is
this is
like,
like Sesame
the count's
Street.
getting nowhere near me.
This is the Muppet movie starring Chris Pine.
Nice.
Oh,
Well played.
hey, Bert. Oh no.
Yeah, but I thought that this was still. But honestly, I mean, the work that goes into making this look like
That's
this
dope.
is, it takes some time.
Oh yeah, it takes talent. Yeah.
And
Shout
even
out-
though this next one is a little bit funny, I still think it's pretty good.
Oh hell. Well,
is this the musical
well done
I
with
haven't
your-
heard about?
this is the Narnia musical. Yeah.
Ah, yes, of course.
This is what happens when furries and larpers breed.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
This is
hands
the-
kind of shout furry, but the head not necessarily.
This is
That
what-
guy yiffs in that costume.
Oh no. No.
You know, the
Jokes on you.
dedication to be
Don't look up
outside in that all day. I mean, that's gotta be brutal.
That's why I said he's yiffing right now. That's a picture mid yiff.
Don't look it up, kids.
Don't look it up. Nobody
look
look
it
up
up.
yiffing.
Stop
Just-
scritching. That's all I'm gonna
just-
say.
Oh
Just stop
god,
it.
yeah, don't look that up.
Isn't this Hermione and Harry Potter in that one scene? Like,
I learned everything I know about this
That's something
lifestyle by
else.
watching an episode of Bones.
I learned it from watching an episode of CSI. So
I watched it from both of you. Anyway.
I've seen that episode too.
that's the only reason I know what it is, and I wish I didn't.
Damn pheromones got the guy caught. That's just how it goes. All right, this next one here. Let's take a look at what I've got. It's pretty cool.
Sewer Rug, if he was king of the forest, let me tell you
yeah,
what.
that's definitely Sewer Rug. That's why he couldn't be here tonight. Damn. Also, why is it a Roman, German, and Norse going
Dwarf?
on with the helmet?
Yeah, and a dwarf.
it's
I
I'm
am
gonna
not
say that he killed all those people and took
Japanese too. Actually, if you look at the breastplate,
the banding, like okay,
yeah,
this guy,
that's Mongolian at least.
he had an idea, and he went a little overboard with the idea. I dig the beard though. That beard is legitimately epic.
This is
So-
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy.
But you know, as far as even though it's mixed cultures and all of that, it's still pretty good. You know, I was impressed with it, and you know, to me that's what this is all about, is being able to be whoever it is you want to be in these situations. So, don't see a lot of girl costumes that actually look good, but this one I thought was pretty decent.
You're looking at the wrong pictures, then, my dude.
I know. Well,
I
was looking for stuff to make fun of and didn't really find that much that I was like,
Stuff that made
I'm
you
like,
horny.
well, maybe we'll take this a different direction. I kind of think that these are pretty good.
Fuck, I'll just
And
go.
I do have an affinity for dressing up, so maybe this will work for me.
I'll go
Who
grab
knows?
the shield that I used last event.
Get it now. Prove it. You won't.
So I've got a couple here left that to me are kind of more on the funny side. This would be an event held at the Indianapolis 500.
Oh hell yeah! That's what I can get behind. Let's go.
Yeah, that's LARP medium fighting.
Hold on, let me make a full
Nice.
screen for Snorkel
There you
to
go.
show off his shield.
Looks more like extra large, but is that a unicorn? I can't see it yet.
It's a traffic horn.
It's a traffic core.
Is that what killed Winnie the Pooh?
Oh fuck! That's so good.
And then I actually did find a picture of Snorkel at one of the events, so I wanted to show you guys that one too.
In Soviet Russia, LARP plays you.
That is not me, but unfortunately, that is from a Human versus Zombies event that I believe was in Corvallis. So
It just
good
made
try.
me laugh because there's guys in medieval gear back there, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Fuck you! I bring gun and
Yeah,
sneakers."
Go to my next trick. He's fine. He's potato.
And it's my understanding those hats are so warm that you can actually just like not wear a coat and just that hat. And
They're
No, just
fucking
most Russians are
very
poor.
toasty. They are toasty hats if they're a legit hat. Yeah.
I know I have a friend that actually had one shipped over from Russia, and the hat wasn't expensive. It was all the shipping and shit that had to go along with it. And he's like, "Dude, I can't wear that thing for more than a few minutes. Like it's unbelievably warm." So. Anyway, just thought I'd have a little bit of fun with some random picks since Snorkel got back. What kind of character do you play when you do your thing?
The longest time I played
For the
a
longest time.
cannibalistic cybernetic priest.
Is that Father Donner?
That was Father Donner.
Ah, Father Donner.
Is that like a Shadowrun kind of thing, or
It's
like Johnny Mnemonic style?
It's a post-apocalyptic LARP that is run. But when I was staff, that was my character.
Okay.
Was a
Makes me think Dolph Lundgren from Johnny Mnemonic, that kind of.
Kind of, yeah. And I murdered a lot of people. Ate a lot of people.
Whoa!
Did you- wait,
We
Healed
don't
a
say
lot of
murder.
people.
We don't say murder.
Unalived.
Record. Thank you.
Yeah, there we
Thank
go.
you. That's much better. That sounds far
Then I
less worse.
moved to a postal carrier that was very, very southern. And just wore overalls.
Do you have an accent?
Just.
I did the southern accent, yeah.
Can we hear it?
I just went.
Is it
I
right up
just
there
went
with your
straight
Valley
North
Girl?
Carolina. So no, yeah, it's right up there with the Valley Girl. So
Yes. One day you guys will
oh
hear
fuck
that one.
no! Oh god no! Nobody's ever hearing after the Xbox messages I got from that voice.
But it's so good.
I got so many friend requests. It was bad.
But
Yeah, you sure did.
I do have
Then
to
I moved
ask.
into
When you're a cannibalistic robot priest, did you eat USB drives to sustain yourself? Like
No.
Is that like an
So-
intra-valley bar
so-
for you?
It was an unturned zombies a head on a cybernetic body. So
Oh, well,
uh,
okay.
here, hold up.
You have it.
Yeah, that was character. No, I have my character for next year though. So
It's all ready to go. It's here.
it all is.
It's all ready to go.
Everything is always built.
4
Yeah,
characters
so-
ready. He's good to go.
More of what? So this was made. Oh shit! Hold up.
There's a headset there.
We just wanted him to not be able to talk. No,
Yeah, you can't see it.
no, he can't see it. It's black.
Yeah, you can't
gotta-
see shit.
You got to turn up the lights in the
I am
bunker
not
there.
turning up the lights. No. But yeah,
Don't turn
I
on the
thought
black
that was, I
light.
don't know why. Oh god.
Oh,
Looks like a Jackson Pollock in this place.
he'd be blushing. Let's be honest.
No, I wouldn't. I worked at Castle.
No, Jackson Pollock would
Oh
be
yeah,
blushing.
definitely.
He,
Yeah. Yeah.
he would not you. You're fine. Castle, no, you're seen it all, ish.
More
All
than
right.
I wanted to see.
You need to read some
Lucky
chat.
you.
Yeah. We got Graham Baskey said, Suicide Girls is really gonna find the good ones. Anthony, Mrs. Maximus says you need to look at
This is a true statement. Yes.
Mrs.
Yes.
Maximus says you need to look at some of the Comic Con outfits. Some are fire. Definitely because it's more considered cosplay for that stuff instead of LARPing. I mean, it's a LARP, but they just call it cosplay. You know, it's like, oh, what kid? Anyways, so they definitely have a lot of cool stuff like that. Sewer Rex said for the lion. So did he get some courage? Huh? The cat person, whatever. it was.
Oh no.
If I
so
was
wrong.
king of the forest,
Yeah.
I wanted you to read John Vigliotti.
Oh yeah, Anthony, I got them all. We have a joke with my uncle since he has a bald spot on top of his head, so I gave him a Jew on a shelf as an inside joke.
Oh no. Oh no.
And Mike T
Nice.
said, "Fireball,
Nice.
fireball, magic spell." And how does he know my Skyrim build?
Don't lie. It's sneak stealth archery. Don't even lie, Vandal.
that's
Magic missile.
That's not my Skyrim
Magic
build.
missile.
Yeah.
Magic missile.
So you might not want to give out this information here, Snorkel, and that is totally fine. But do you have a character name that you go by other than Snorkel when you do these events?
I did Snorkel. He ended
Okay.
up getting dead, turned into an undead. Walked around as a zombie. I had Father Donner. I had
Legend.
a mute. I had Early. I had Earl. And then now I'm going to do Cedric.
I like how it was
Okay.
early to Earl. Like, was that just you being lazy? You're like, you know what?
Well,
Here are
Earl
the why.
was the southerner that delivered mail, and Early was
Definitely not the
a
postal service.
bounty hunter hybrid that I took liberal usage of the cadence from Early in Firefly. Yeah,
Nice.
He was an evil piece of shit.
Now, Geekus, have you? I'm assuming, but have you played D&D? I mean, is that something that interests you?
I've always wanted to play. I never have.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I know. I'm disappointed in myself.
Honestly, it doesn't surprise me that much, only because I felt like that there was kind of a disconnect when video games started really getting good. People kind of drifted that direction because of whatever reason. I'm not mad at you, and there's no judgment. It's just I
should be.
understand why.
It was my video game addiction is actually due to myself as a young child not putting my own toys away. And my parents got sick and tired of having to clean up after me. So my dad was like, I'm going to buy you a Nintendo. And then all I got to do is wrap up some controllers, and we're done with it.
well
And thus
played,
began.
Dad. Jesus.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, so it's because of him that I am a gamer of the video variety, and I never really got into D&D and such, but I'm surprised I didn't because my uncle has always been into like D&D and Magic and all that sort of stuff. So I think I just I got in at the moment when video games were starting to really take off in the latter half of the 80s. But D&D is definitely something I've always wanted to sit down and play because I think it'd be
Any role playing games at all? I mean, no. Okay.
No. Other than like on consoles or anything like that, but nothing like pen and paper, nothing in person. At some point, maybe.
And Vandal was having sex. I get it. So you weren't playing these games. Sorry.
You can do
Vandal's all
You
whatever.
do both, yeah.
I mean, you might have been cosplaying, but it was for something completely different.
You can do both, although Shadowrun is the best one if you're wanting to also have sex.
Yeah.
I just had
throbbing
sex.
member. No.
That is something else, actually entirely different. That's TNA. Anyways.
No, you're right. I haven't played anything like this. The closest I've got to something like this is a game called Settlers of Catan, which is nowhere near something like this. But for someone like me, it is, And so, yeah.
Settlers of Catan is a fantastic game.
Yeah.
It's also been voted like the #1 board game in Europe for like a decade.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I would be willing to play something like this, and I think that doing the whole character thing would be fun. I could do something like that because it doesn't take effort. I can just do it out of my head.
Yep.
Well, kind of, but I mean, the thing is with D&D that most people that turns them away from it is its time that it takes. It can be really lengthy, and even short games can be like a day. You're going to spend 6-8 hours, playing this game, and not.
We had a combat that in this every turn when you play D&D is 6 seconds, so your character's action is 6 seconds. We had a combat that lasted 2 minutes, but it took us 7 hours to complete.
Yeah,
sounds like a Dragon Ball Z episode.
It very much is.
Here's an 8 episode arc that takes place in 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty much that, but it's
just reverse. Yeah, that's
D&D
awesome.
is probably the most fun I have outside of video games, and then LARPing right after it.
I think it would be fun if you guys came up with a character name and told me what it was, and then I could build something that looks like you that has the attributes from it. I think that would be fun. Just
Randall.
that at all.
It's always
Get
Randall. It's always Randall.
It's got to be something cooler than that.
Randale.
I'm putting in chat just for you.
What?
My favorite fantasy name.
You know a little bit about the things that go into that as far as the classes are concerned. What class would Vandal be?
Vandal's a rogue. Period. End of story.
Think so? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Geekus is a barbarian that halfway through being a barbarian changes to being a paladin.
Really?
He's a level 10 barbarian, level 10 paladin.
He gets some training. You sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Anthony is a warlock.
No, I'm a bard.
I feel
always be a bard.
I'm currently playing a bard in mine. No, you're a warlock. You've got magical powers with.
I can't play
images.
Anything else.
No, with images, you are a bard, Anthony. Not a bard. You are a warlock. Not what you want to play, but you, Anthony Ramella, are a fucking warlock. You do magic with fucking images. You randomly pull shit out of the air like it's nothing. You get Vandal, Geekus, and myself to pay attention. Yeah. You're a fucking warlock.
You got a magical beard.
And thank you, Delay for agreeing. Rogue dwarf. Yep.
Why would I be a dwarf? Peter Dinklage is cool, but
you're a rogue.
You're a rogue dwarf.
You're rogue.
Definitely a rogue dwarf.
It's okay, buddy. I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't listen to these guys. It's okay. It's okay.
That's funny coming from someone whose personal hygiene still takes place in the medieval times, but here we are.
Hey, yo.
God damn. Whew, that is rough.
Love you.
But no one's going to ask me this because I'm
sure?
asking you questions. But so my name for my D&D character is November Wind. That's my character name for it.
Not November Rain.
No.
Not Dr. Exotic.
Not sweet November
Dr.
Rain.
Exotic. Boy, that's pulling something from way back.
I was just those who know. I just all of a sudden I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. Let me drop this one out.
Dr. Exotic, man. That's not
it's
not
what
you think somewhere. It is either.
I heard it somewhere. I don't remember where. It just it just came out of nowhere. Let me just pull
I don't
that
even
one
think
back
I could
for
sign
you.
back into that account. It's right
Just
over
figured
there with Vandal's MySpace account. It's like,
Oh, he can get into that. He can get into that. That's fine. He checks it daily, in fact.
I have a friend request from
Yeah,
32 years ago. Drew,
all right. Well, that
Mrs.
was fun.
Maximus.
And like I said, got me excited. Maybe I will want to do that someday. So I've got one last game for us to play, and then we can get out of here.
Bow parts.
Let's go to the thumbnail game.
Yes, thumbnail. Oh, I like that better.
And then boat parts.
Yeah, we're getting in at least 3 bow
No, thumbnail game. There's sorry, bow
Yeah,
parts
we're
was in
getting at
the
least 3
fine
bow
print.
parts.
We'll get a
I
couple.
curated this list. I Marie curated it.
And what did she do?
She died from radiation
She
poison.
said,
That wasn't for
But
you.
more importantly, she discovered radiation poisoning.
Snorkel, raise your hand so we can't pick you.
No, you won't pick me. I'm just gonna talk over you.
I don't even like it in the Zoom that I'm seeing right here. I'm right next to Snorkel. It's like, can you move him away? Can somebody else sit next to this guy?
No.
You know he's gonna get the project.
All
done.
right.
You don't have to do
Can you
anything.
judge a show by its thumbnail?
Yes, you can.
This is a goofy game that we've played before. I'm going to show you a thumbnail of a TV show, and I just want to see if you can tell me what it's about, and let's see how close you can get. Vandal, after you give your answer, can you look these up so you can tell everybody
Yes.
what? Okay.
After you give your answer.
I don't even care who goes
Oh.
first. I don't even care. Chat. Throw your answers in here.
Is
I'm
this
just
a Twilight
curious.
spinoff?
From this thumbnail, what do you think this TV show is about?
White people. It's called In Plain Sight.
Sorry, is this Whites Make It Worse? I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean,
I heard
come
a
on.
great joke this week about a guy talking about all the nationalities that are in the U.S. He's like, it's supposed to be a melting pot, but it's more like a charcuterie board. I don't know. How
A
to say it.
charcuterie bar.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Except that-
charcuterie
except that there's
board,
way
the
too many crackers.
charcuterie board.
So many.
Can I hate this show not based on the thumbnail, but based off the show?
Oh yeah. See, never fails. I didn't get him, and he didn't have any of the albums from Hits or Bullshit.
No, because that was all current bullshit.
Oh, my tea. No, we did that when she worked for the CIA.
Oh.
Oh, she was deaf, and she worked
Oh,
for the
was she
FBI.
deaf? Oh, she. Okay,
Yeah.
well, this one's.
Yeah,
this
it
one's
was FBI EYE, but she was actually deaf.
But she was deaf. That one
Right.
hurt so
I can
bad.
still
Yeah,
see
sorry,
you.
either way.
No.
She could read lips, and that's what her value was.
That's what it was. Sorry,
Stupid.
my
Like
oh,
dumb.
He ordered.
And it was based on a true
cheeseburger.
story, which made it even worse.
I love the Grabowski's answer there. Voyeurism.
That's the one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I like that
New
idea.
Law and
for
Order for peeping
Yeah.
toms.
The, yes.
Anyway,
Yes.
Don't
I like
come.
that answer way better.
Yeah, do you get everyone's answers?
no
Pretty
John
much.
Bigliotti, but I do.
No, I have not. I have not, John.
If
Another
you ever
one
want to
of
play
my great
online,
shames.
just look me up, man.
All
I've been
right.
playing.
Again,
I
yet
played
another
most
thing.
of the day today. I just took the day off and played Magic all day.
There you go. I got way too many friends that play that, but I never got into it.
God, it's so much fun.
It
But
was-
you have to like math.
See,
That's
there's
really
my
what it
problem.
is. You-
Math, not even once, man. Not even
Yeah.
once.
Not even in Oregon.
All right,
sorry, that
quick
was math,
calculations
sorry.
in your mind to play it. It's kind of like a math chess game, if you will.
No, thank you.
But anyway, Vandal, I would love to hear what you think.
Oh,
What do you
I
think
was.
this is about?
Oh, I'm serious. Just white
Then-
people. I was just wondering if anyone knew the answer.
All right,
Just
well,
white people making shows worse.
Tell these wonderful folks at home what this show is actually about.
Delane in chat got it. Of course she would. It's a U.S. Marshal, Mary Shannon, like two first names, how original, must hunt down witnesses for federal cases in the Witness Protection Program while also managing a rather dysfunctional family in her own personal life. So it's Ally McBeal with a gun.
Also, the family's not that dysfunctional, but that guy is creepy as fuck.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he's like on the B roll of Twilight. Like he definitely is like, "Yeah, I'll suck your blood."
He does a lot of actuallys, and it
When-
hurts
yeah, when he-
so bad.
When he goes in the sun, it's not diamonds, it's
actually?
cubic zirconia. It's like, anyways, but yeah. So it's
Here's Wonderwall.
Yeah, it's got a 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb. And
It's
yeah.
Criminal Minds if whoa boy. Well, I mean Brokeback Mountain? The TV series?
Here's the
no, I'm-
slide that made me want to do this for this evening.
This is Brokeback meets Sons of
Ultimate Fighter.
Anarchy.
Or no, sorry, not Ultimate Fighter. No, Deadliest Warrior. Deadliest
Warrior.
Warrior.
Meets Brokeback Mountain. Yeah.
Yes,
There
that
we
one.
go.
This is actually
Sorry,
a
yeah.
DLC
About
for
sword
Red Dead
fighting in that
Redemption
show, then.
2.
Oh, so much sword fighting in this show.
Yeah,
So
for
much.
cowboys, there's way too many swords.
The assless chaps come in handy for those sword fights.
Sorry, they're cutlasses. They're cutlasses, to be fair.
Cutlass chaps? What?
Cutlass chaps.
Looks like a couple of veal cutlets back there. Anyway.
Imagine a
boy.
cowboy showing up with, like, they have the frayed jackets that have the dangles with the leather, but instead it's chainmail.
You mean the fringe?
Yeah, the fringe.
The fringe.
There's a
the
word for
fringe.
everything that I
Yes.
don't know.
You're welcome.
there
It's okay. We got you. Don't worry.
Don't worry, I believe Miss Maximus is everybody's first thought, including Anthony when he decided to put this up as a slide.
All I'm gonna say is, Delane and Vandal together must be a hilarious thing. I want to just be a fly on the wall and watch these two yell at each other, because I think it's one of these things where they just have fun, like making fun of each other. Man, Delane, you are relentless.
Yeah.
Gives you no slack whatsoever at any time.
Yeah. I'm
Also,
actually the
Delane-
nicest to her out of anyone. Could you imagine that?
Delayed.
I
They are
can't.
not resting their eyes. They are totally watching that.
Why does he have an earbud in?
I can't unsee that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Don't worry, it's a 3M earplug.
You might
Anthony,
be
if you made
entitled
this,
to
this is really good.
compensation.
You know,
Have you
Speaking of
used
that, the
it
nice
for
thing
your-
about having a big beard like this is I don't have to cut my ear hair or my nose hair. Cause
Oh.
It's just
I've
all
had to recently
amalgamates
start
into
cutting my
one.
nose hair. I was at work
Oh,
the
let's
other
not talk
day,
about
old, buddy.
and I was like, oh, it's like, I was looking in the mirror, I was like, oh, this mustache hair sticking out, and I was like, pulled it, and it came out of my nose like this. I was like, oh, and I started crying. I
Ow,
was like,
ow, 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 ow.
Yeah.
Why do you hurt
nose
so bad?
hairs is fucking painful.
Oh.
okay, what is
So,
it
who
actually
wants to-
about there?
Who wants to step up and tell me what this is actually about?
I
who-
gave you my
Who's
guess.
gonna be
To
the
be honest,
ultimate cowboy?
this one surprised me a little bit when I actually looked it up. So
I think they're gonna be like roping cows and doing hog tying, and who can grow the best farm or something. Do you grow a farm or do you grow on farm? Next time on Tinfoil Hat Time.
Yes, you do both. Actually, that's fine.
go grow a farm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Isn't
Command
that-
know about the Men in Black crickets.
Oh,
or
Delane was in the
Draco
bathroom one night,
Malfoy.
and she was like in her underwear, and I told her she looked like the Men in Black crickets, and I was like, ah, yeah, with the coffee and shit.
You mean the worms?
Yeah.
The worms, they're
The
not
cricket is the tiny gun.
Yeah, the gun. That's what I.
The worms.
How
No
did
offense,
she
Delane.
look like
How-
that?
Will
Men in
Will
Black
Smith, Jada
crickets.
Pinkett, same thing, whatever. Like,
I mean, she is fucking tiny as shit. So yeah, I guess.
and
yeah.
then Draco Malfoy, she dyed her hair blonde, and she looked like Draco Malfoy. So I was always like, Potter, whenever I
Did
see
she
her.
slick the hair back?
No. Well, not on purpose. She's just greasy.
It's hacky sack competition saga, and the man with the spurs wins every time.
Oh, I hate it there.
I
I
think
don't want to play
Sora
that.
takes this one.
Worms, alien worms do.
Yeah.
Also, Delane, crickets don't have arms either.
Not with that attitude. How dare you?
Fair.
Yeah, I can't get the hacky sack thing out of my mind. I could just see
Yep,
like the
no.
line dancing song playing and them
Yeah.
like passing it back and forth.
It's half line dancing, half river
Like
dance.
that
but
Oh,
it's
God.
Letterkenny when he's doing the talent show.
It's Swamp Thing. That's the song. It's called Swamp Thing.
There's a scene in the show where he walks up to his young son named Chet, and he's like hitting the hacky sack. Also, what's going on, son? And he's like,
Chet Jr. Chet Jr.
he's like dodging under it while he's
Jr.
like hitting it in the air. He's like,
Chet the Third.
but yeah,
Got
crime
John with
show.
the late vote of crime show. Just crime show.
This is also a crime show.
All
And
right,
I
Van.
forgot-
Give us a
Talking about our
synopsis,
show.
buddy.
I forgot it was my job to talk about the synopsis.
Gotcha.
It is. Let's see, right here. Ultimate Cowboy Showdown is an American TV reality series which it's aired in the United States on. I'm not reading that
Whoa,
part. It
slow
first
down.
aired in October
No way.
2019, hosted by Trace Adkins, apparently the guy that makes the diets or whatever. The show has run for 3 seasons with an announcement of the 4th to be filmed in 2022. Each season, contestants compete in a variety of areas such as wrangling, sorting cattle, roping, and horsemanship. In each episode, brother, a contestant is eliminated from the competition. Woo-hoo! The winner receives a prize package worth $50,000, including a herd of cattle. Ooh, that's a lot of head of meat. Sorry, it just came out.
So these cowboys are contestants, and the prize is a herd of cattle.
Yeah,
I've
but
never heard of anything fucking
I
like that.
feel
before in
like
my
they
life.
made 2 movies about this. It was called City Slickers.
no, it was
wasn't that
Twister.
good.
They had cows.
Oh, that was the same cow.
That was the same cow.
That wasn't a herd of cows. That was just one cow.
Honey,
going in
I
a
gotta let
circle.
you go. We got cows.
Why is Twister so good? So bad and so good.
It's
all
so
So good
bad.
and so bad, but it's so good. It's like the Power Glove.
So good, it's bad. I mean, so bad, it's good shit.
The answer is yes.
Obviously a British crime show.
King.
That guy looks like a
Just
great value
king.
Jason Statham.
Or is that like
When we have Jason
I-
Statham at home.
Yeah.
is that I
It's just Chris Pine with a haircut. Like, come on, no. I can't let go of that.
You won't let go of it.
Yeah. And the chick on the right, she's like, "Oh, Johnny-O, we gotta go get this bugger." Like,
I thought
I
it
like how
was
you
about selling real
automatically
estate in
go-
Rancho Cucamonga.
oh
British.
god.
Because I'm the Kang around here.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, what's the red I stand for? What's the thin red line? Is that like paramedics or something? I don't fucking know anymore.
I don't remember anymore. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go with it's a Boston documentary on tea making.
John's got it. A ripoff of King Kong.
Yep.
Boom! There we go.
Perfect. Nailed
Also, I
it.
think Kentucky stepped on my toes with his vote of drug show.
Yeah.
So
Drug show.
Graham Basky says giving off courtroom
It's a
type of
drug
vibes.
show.
Like Narcos.
Well, look
or
it up.
something.
Tell us what it is.
I
Man.
mean, I could
tell us
do
what
that.
it is, Vandal.
Yeah, that'd be great if you did, because honestly, I got
Nobody.
nothing for this one. This is
It's a TV
British
series from
FBI show.
2011 to 2012. It had a long run. Let's see.
That's popular right there. Better than Firefly.
The life of a
Oh.
detective,
why would you
Jessica
say that?
King, does not run exactly smoothly. When she becomes the head of a major crime task force, she is eager to prove she's the best cop in town. Just that description alone makes me not want to watch it.
So technically, Kentucky was right.
Yes. It's an X-Files spinoff with Les Davids each episode, says Sewer Rug. Or he's a mob keep and she's the cop that's going to take him down. No, I don't. It doesn't say
Hey.
who the guy is. Let's see. They had 2 seasons. The 2 top-rated episodes got 7.8s out of 10. The show overall got a 6.8 out of 10. And
Wow.
Sounds
still
like
owes you one.
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
showcase.ca.
And speaking of X-Files, there, Sewer Rug, it didn't age well. I've actually been watching quite a bit of X-Files this week. I don't just
it's
because
cheese.
I'm kind of the thing. I let some of my
Great one,
my
Batsky.
apps expire. I'm not seeing anything on there I want to watch. So, but yeah, X-Files did not age well at all. This is my last one for the night, just because the name was kind of unusual.
I've actually heard of this one, which is odd. Don't know
I was
anything about
scared
it.
that one of you might know
Oh, yeah.
this. That's why
Yeah.
I left it till last.
The guy on the left looks like someone Snorkel would watch, so.
He's a saint. How dare you?
Snorkel's not a saint. No.
I'm talking about Snorkel. He's a gentleman,
I'm
though.
a gentleman, though.
He's a gentleman.
I don't know. I think Wombatsky might have won that last one.
Yeah. I like Kentucky's answer more, though. Drugs. Drugs on
Fair
drugs.
enough.
Show on drugs.
This
All
show
on
is
drugs.
the only reason that I know that in Stargate, Amanda Tapping was having an American accent. Because I thought she was doing a really good British accent in this show, and turns out, no.
That's
No.
just the way she talks.
Yeah.
Kentucky Sean.
That's just her voice.
Witches and things.
Yes, quite. Yes. Witches and the like, if you will, actually.
I think that would have been a better name for Harry Potter.
Witches and bitches.
Oh,
Which
You
is
should watch it. It's a really good show.
that's quite.
I thought either Geekus or Snorkel would have probably known this show, but it's an odd name. And
It
from what the
is.
show is actually about is
Oh,
the
yeah.
show's about
Yeah.
like cloning and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
where does Sanctuary? Like Sanctuary sounds like one of those like the special forces teams or groups of people that it's a secret society kind of Kingsman-esque feel to it. But that's not what it's about.
It went on.
It's worth
for
seeing Amanda Tapping in leather, though. So
3
Hate to see it.
That's
years.
the only reason I watched Cody Banks was to see that chicken leather.
Hey, yo.
Lizzie McGuire,
I'm going to go watch The
No.
Matrix for no particular reason.
Cody Banks,
Andy Harmon.
no reason whatsoever. Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Sanctuary,
Angie
Keanu
Harmon
Reeves.
from Law and Order was in that red leather outfit. It's pretty hot.
enigmatic Dr. Helen Magnus and her team, forensic psychiatrist Dr. Will Zimmerman, tech genius Henry and Helen's daughter Ashley, study the eerie beings most humans dismiss as imaginary stuff and nightmares, but who secretly living and moving about in the modern world in this sci-fi series that is filmed with extensive use of green screens and virtual sets. It was on Sci-Fi
Yeah,
Network.
you don't say.
So we're saying it's got shitty fucking graphics. is
It was
what
on the
it's probably
Sci-Fi
saying
Network.
there.
That's what
It
I
was
said.
slightly
What'd I
worse
say?
graphics than Stargate. So
4 seasons though. 4 seasons.
It was on the Sci-Fi Network.
Yeah.
Sci-Fi Network. Yeah, it's a good show. It's worth a watch. It ends with a cliffhanger that'll never get resolved, but it was good.
So it's like Firefly. No.
I wonder if they advertise Scream
Shut
on
the
the
fuck. There was a conclusion to that. How dare you? Don't you ever besmirch Firefly. I swear to God.
Airplanes in the night sky like fireflies. Can I get a wish right now?
Don't worry, I'm crying right along with you, man.
He's crying into his
I need a
vape.
moment.
I've dragged this on as long as I possibly can.
We got 3 segments of both parts up.
Well, we've run our hour and a half, so I
already got the
so
bumpers
now
on.
you can find me on Instagram.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Special 2-hour
I get to
one.
do one
Why?
thing this show.
$2,000
You take it away from me.
Why?
You had one job. We're not giving it to
The
you.
bumper was up. It's too late. We gotta stay.
Well, it's been a great show, guys. Time to hit the old dusty trail and head home.
You really want to subject these people to just Vandal and me?
You guys could leave. They love
Yeah,
me.
actually, I kind of do.
Did you guys ever watch that show Alphas?
That
No.
sounds familiar.
It was actually pretty good, except that they canceled the show on a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
that sounds
that
about right.
always sucks. Yeah.
And so, if anyone's new here, bid on the game on the product I'm about to show you. It's all from Facebook Marketplace. You cannot
Nobody's
use the same
new
bid as
here.
someone else. And yeah, so the first one I got
Somebody
for
might
you
be.
guys
No.
is an Emperor gaming chair.
Ooh.
Condition used
Go
like
on.
new. Color
Oh.
white.
Wait.
Description is Emperor
No,
gaming
it's
chair
not.
with 5 monitor setup.
Are
So-
they selling the monitors?
I don't know. We're about to find out if I can
Is your
figure
voice
out where.
going higher?
My voice is
Maybe.
going higher.
Higher? Because I'm not quite sure what we're doing. What are
I
they
got a
actually
question
selling?
mark on the end? Like
So
I'm
it's like a
asking
3D
Did you notice my upward inflection?
It's like a 3D fucking dentist chair. Apparently, this is like a VR for your dentist chair. It looks like.
Bro.
Yeah, I guess it comes with the
What
monitors.
is that?
Still waiting for YouTube to catch up here.
Oh, my.
It should be up
That's,
there now.
that's a lot happening.
I'm still waiting. Oh. Okay.
I don't hate it, but I don't think I'm necessarily here for it.
You would like it if you had robot ears.
How much do
There you
clothes
go.
cost in the
There's-
Matrix?
There's my bet.
Place it on my face.
How did he see
see me?
Adios, turd nuggets.
Oh, good night, everybody.
So Snorkel says
Classic.
5K. Graham Besky says white and Cheeto dust, 1127. Kentucky Shine
The
says
Cheeto dust
9,000.
costs that extra
Yeah.
27.
Kentucky says 9,999 and 79 cents. Bob. Delane says
That's the important
2.5.
part.
Mike T says 3,500. Bob. Ern says 7,500. Mrs. Maximus says 10K. Sewer Rug says 29.32 and 83 cents for the self-care chair.
I mean, I want it, but only if I have to pay like $20 for it.
Ern says
Yep, that one. I'll
6,900.
give you a quarter.
Excuse me. Steve-O says 6,900. Nice.
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 Anthony, what would you pay for this Virginator?
I'm gonna say
It will make you a virgin again if you sit in it.
Not if you get the attachment for the fleshlight.
That
I'm
costs
looking to
extra.
make sure I
Wait,
don't.
that's extra?
I'll tell you what. I'll go 8,500 on this Tron 2 prop.
8,500. And I believe we got Geekus. What do you say?
I'm gonna snipe myself.
$1.
10,000
Oh.
and 1 cent.
Well played, sir. Playing both the high and the low.
Well,
Goddamn
the actual
right.
price being sought for this gaming elite chair setup that this guy finally got a girlfriend and has to get rid of it is $6,000.
Hey-o! I'll take my gaming
I'd
chair,
be
thank you very
Snorkel.
much. Hell yeah.
I should have sniped Snorkel.
Yeah, you
Goddamn.
should have sniped me.
I thought I was gonna snipe you originally, and I'm like, nah.
Steve-O would have got it 3 weeks ago when he had it at 7,000. Sorry, Steve-O.
Yep.
Oh,
Steve-O was
shit,
so
Steve-O,
close.
damn! I feel like I accidentally
close.
sniped
Steve-O-
Steve-O.
Steve-O knows what the real value is, and that's all that matters. It's the
For
For
fucking
real.
thing that
That's
will
a
go away.
motivated seller.
All right.
I love how each of those monitors doesn't even go above 100, and yet they're asking for $6,000.
That's what they're charging for is the monitors, not the chair.
Yeah,
Uh,
the monitors are like $129.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 2006
Trying to recoup.
Nissan 350Z. Lowballers will be immediately blocked. Don't waste my time. I
Oh,
won't
what
waste
year?
yours. 2006. Selling my 350Z
Ew.
was going to turn it to a drift project, but it's been too busy to continue. 2006 350Z.
Because
Rebuild title. Chassis has 151,000.
Oh, fuck.
AC and heater work.
Oh,
Engine around
no.
106. It's a manual tranny. GK Tech steering angle kit. Megan coilover. See, this is all foreign to me. KBD side skirts and front lip welded
coilovers
differential.
and a split-off steering wheel.
Everything works. Could use some body work. Also comes with a driver's side door. Not in a rush to sell. Keep your low balls to yourself. I figured this would be nice because Anthony likes cars, but we can't use a good one.
Anthony does not like this car.
This is the first
No,
car
Anthony
you
does
get
not.
when you play Need for Speed Underground.
It is complete with the
I used to sell
coilovers.
these particular
Yeah.
cars, so
They're
I have a great
trash.
story about selling one of these, but we'll wait.
You should tell us when you give us your bid. Also, Steve-O bids one set of low balls.
I
And
would
Delane
just say,
has
Why does anybody else
deciphered-
need to bid now?
Yeah,
I was-
Delane has deciphered all the in between the lines readings. So at least it's not orange, Anthony. At least
I was
it's
expecting.
Not, I was
honest
too.
to God
totally-
was
that,
expecting orange.
That burnt orange
Yeah.
Nissan color, yeah.
Yup.
I really was.
I mean, the camber's fucked.
Ern
The
says, I
coilovers
know
are
what I
fucked.
got.
The hood is fucked.
Yeah, but it's got a welded differential.
What does that mean?
I don't
Very
fucking
well
know.
Differential.
But
Look
he
at
put it in
that
the
Nissan.
description.
Well,
You wanna know?
differential.
Is that? Is
I'll
that?
tell
is
you,
that-
but if you want to know,
I mean, you want to tell me.
Oh my god, and this guy
Only
can't
if
even
you wanna
pump his
know.
own gas.
Is this
What the
Nissan Patina? Is that what that is?
No, this
No,
is a
it's not
guy
an
who moved
Altima.
from-
There's no fucking side
This
swipes
is
on
a
it.
guy. This is a guy who moved from Oregon where he wasn't allowed to pump his gas and
Oh,
doesn't
now he's
know
figuring
how
it out.
works.
Just
Yep.
come
Spraying
on,
it everywhere.
any old place will do.
What is the welded differential,
Or it's
Anthony?
Or it's an
Oh,
idiot
it's just
that put Av
it
gas
keeps
in
both
this.
rear wheels spinning at the same time.
Same
It like
Locks
slips.
the diff.
Yeah, it just locks the diff. So on some cars, like one wheel can spin when the other one doesn't. That's really the purpose of it.
So it's a drift car.
It's for drifting. It's why that's why.
Yeah, yeah.
The biggest thing
Also-
that concerns me on this is the rebuilt title, because that just means it's a salvage title. So
Yep,
this
it's
car has
been
been
wrecked.
wrecked beyond the
Yup.
point of getting it repaired correctly. So they're gonna have to.
Properly, yeah.
And
yeah.
at least once, but not only one. It could be 2, 3, 4 times.
Hold on,
Now,
I gotta
that's
look
not
at
an
this
unusual
picture.
thing for a drift car because
Yeah.
it's
It's hit a lot of curves.
shit happens.
you
You know, it
Probably
you know,
touched a couple walls. Let's be honest.
But
Yeah.
I'm guessing he bought this as a project because he probably got a pretty good deal on it, or at least what he thought was a good deal. I mean, the engine in this is actually decent. It's just this car is difficult to drive because it's not set up right. The driving compartment is very tight and the pedals aren't in the right place. So there's been a lot of
And it's
a lot
too
of issues
front
with
heavy.
this.
Delane
Well,
says if
but
you watch my
it's
cousin
following the
Vinny-
same as like the old 240s. So
Right.
that's
Yeah.
Nice name drop, Delane. Well played.
Delane said if I would have watched my cousin
Positive
Vinny, I
track,
would have
baby.
known what it means.
Yeah, such a good movie.
All right. So in chat we got Delane with a 18.5.
these two Utes want a drifter. So
When Tucky Shine says 11,000 Bob. Mike T says my balls hang low where they want. What Great One Basky says 22,374. Mrs. Maximus says 9690.
Almost
Snorkel
nice.
says 16K. Mike T says 15,000. And Sorry Rug says I would have made a bid if it was an X or a Y, never a Z.
Yeah. Hells yeah.
So what do you
On a
thinking?
completely
Mike?
unrelated note.
or whatever they call that in Canada.
Zed.
To be honest, I wouldn't pay more than like $6,000 for this car. So
But
that's
how
where
much
I'm
is
gonna go
he
with it.
asking for?
Yeah, that's irrelevant. Like, it's been wrecked. It's got damage. It's got a ton of miles on it. It's obviously been rode hard and put away wet.
It's
Like,
only 40,000 miles away from needing an entire new head gasket.
yeah, it's,
Perfect.
yeah. I'm gonna, even with the optional extra crap that they bolted onto it, I'm still going with 6. 6.
All
There
right.
you go.
And then Geekus?
I want to play Pokemon now, thanks to Sewer Road. Also,
I've never wanted a Pokemon, so
heyo, $1, Bob.
$1. All right, the actual price being
Wow.
sold
that was
for this,
actually probably the smartest bid.
6,000. I think someone
Damn,
got
Anthony.
Do what
Anthony
now?
was 6,000. Anthony was spot fucking on.
that. Yeah.
Oh, is that what they want for it?
Yeah.
$6,000?
6,000, yeah.
I think that's legit.
That's reasonable.
Anthony's like, this is the best deal we've ever had on here.
No, I mean, I've got other stuff right on before too, but nothing like this. But yeah, it's just these high bids on this. Like, I'll buy that and sell it to you for $22,000. Like, like you can damn near buy a new one for that.
Yeah,
No, you can't.
right.
But
All right, and I got one last one for you so you can see how the real estate market is working here in Vegas because I don't like it anymore.
That's because you've been looking at places in like
nice
New
areas.
Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
I keep
I keep
It's so
finding
funny
nice-
you
Don't
bring that
buy
up.
late.
I keep sending Vandal all these pictures for fucking places to buy that aren't anywhere near him for like cheap.
Yeah.
Parked out by a lake,
Here's a
80 miles.
7-bedroom,
Yeah.
6-bathroom mansion, $90,000 in Toledo.
Yeah, I believe
Perfect.
me. That's all I do is if I'm on Instagram, I just look at houses in the better parts of the world. I mean, they're not better places necessarily, but it's better priced, you know.
Yeah.
But
I'm
we
buying
have,
that Skyrim castle in
yeah, the
Alberta.
Skyrim Castle.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
I'm buying that Skyrim castle in
What about
Alberta.
that
Let's
fucking
go.
island that was for sale for like less than half a mil? Like that's a fucking steal.
But
I
there's
think.
no electricity.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no
There's
Wi-Fi.
no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it said it had all of those things, and there's a house on the island.
Yeah, but when
That's
you're
a
doing the
hell of a
internet goes
cable.
out, and they have to take 2 weeks to get out there.
You ever heard satellite? Like,
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh,
I hate
for
Elon.
repairs?
A 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. It's called a house. House for sale.
Alleged.
Capital letters. This property is still available. Mobile houses in a safe community in Las Vegas. AC, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. All ages. $600 lot rent. Only serious buyers, please. No rent. So they don't want anyone to try and rent it. So the trailer itself is for sale, but not the land. So if you want to own the land, don't buy a trailer. Anyways. This is nicer than any trailer I lived in. So I'll pop it up on screen.
How is the joke on me? What? What did I do?
Oh, because we're looking to move out of Vegas.
Yeah, but why is that the joke on me?
I don't know.
You know what? That's the after show. We'll explain that
okay,
later.
you'll explain that later.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll explain that later.
Cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm gonna need an explanation because I'm wondering what the fuck is. Wow.
Ern, I'm gonna say
not
you're the only one that probably knows where the bathhouses are. But anyway,
Hey, yo.
Bathhouses.
Ern, tell us your secrets.
That was
you know,
back
the one
when he
thing I
was
do
named
love
Churn,
are the
okay?
yards.
Don't bring it up.
I love the yards in Vegas because that's exactly the yard that I would want to have. Like,
Yeah.
I fucking hate grass.
Well, there's a
grass
lot of
sucks.
desert landscaping and stuff. And to be honest with you, as someone that grew up in trailers, this isn't a bad looking trailer. They definitely had some paint over the receptacles. You know what I mean?
It's not bad. It's not the worst thing that I've seen for.
No,
sure.
no, they definitely remodeled this thing, added, upgraded as best as you could. But it's a wood panel trailer. You can only do so much.
So the deal is, you buy the trailer
And then pay $600
you pay
for the lot.
rent every month. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know if it was one of those deals where you had to like move it right away or something.
No, you
No,
could
that's
move it if
staying
you
there.
wanted, but no. Like I did actually, like when I first started looking for a house a
Moving
couple
that
years
bitch would be-
back, I did look
not
at a
bad.
trailer that was on land, and
That's
like,
exactly the same linoleum I have in my bathroom. Or, I
Yeah.
mean, in my kitchen right now.
And then this is it at night for when you come outside to smoke your cigarettes. I mean, like
Yeah, I don't go outside for that.
It's a mobile. You're smoking inside.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's got
so
new paint, new carpet.
Yep, that's exactly why. Those
And
beams are yellow.
I do like the handrails. It looks like in the back here you got like a little, I don't know.
That's gamer
patio.
patina.
Yeah.
It's so much.
This
gamer
this is government cheese patina.
same difference.
Yeah, what
Same
did I say?
color.
What did
same
I say?
shade. Like that's just
When Tucky
I
Shine
want to
says,
live in a trailer park where all the roads are named after people from Trailer Park Boys.
I just
Like, I
want
want to
to
live on like
Yeah.
Leahy Lane.
yeah.
go to Nova Scotia.
Also, so
Guaranteed.
many people are
Guaranteed.
bidding. Wintucky, Miss Maximus, Steve-O, they're all bidding like they don't live in Vegas.
yeah. When Tucky Shine says, come to Southwest Missouri, cheap land, then equals no people. Believe me, I would if there was something to do out there for a job. No kidding.
Jesus Christ, Elaine. She's probably right on with that bid, but that
Elaine
is
says
psycho.
I mean, it's
325,000.
probably a house they already looked at. So
Probably.
Kentucky Shine says 89,599. Snorkel says 429,000. Mike T says 130,000. Stuart Rex says
Steve-O with oh wait Vegas.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let me throw an extra 0 in there real quick. Hang on.
Stuart Rex
He had
says
another one.
Another 1. Sorry.
one all-you-can-eat buffet coupon for Sam's Town Fremont Street zip line passes and a guarantee for hot dice at the craps table at the Flamingo. That's where I'm gambling on this house. And goddamn, dude. Mrs. Maximus says 50,500. Steve-O says 13,500. Delane says there are 1-bedroom apartments in Vegas going for $250 right now. It's insane. Yeah. Bubbles Boulevard says sewer rug. Steve-O says, oh wait, Vegas,
I live on Bubbles
113,000.
Boulevard.
And then Miss Maximus
Hold on there,
says,
Ricky.
it's in Vegas, 125,000. Snorkel, what say ye?
I already put it in there at $429,000,
All right.
Bob.
Anthony? What'd you do for this Toledo
It
terrace?
hurts my soul to have to.
I know,
come
right?
there, because I know it's just. But I'm just gonna. I'm sorry, Kentucky, but I'm just gonna do like 99,000. Like I know it's not enough, but I couldn't bid. If I was gonna buy this, I couldn't bid 30. Like
Yeah,
it was
no.
just.
No.
You can buy these right now in Toledo, just like this or nicer, for less than 30 grand.
I think it's 35 for a brand new single wide manufactured here. Like the town's 45 minutes up where they manufacture it.
And then Snorkel. I mean, excuse me, Geekus.
How far are these away from the Pokemon streets?
Very.
God damn it! Never mind that. $1.
$1.
I don't care. $1. Fuck
right.
it. If it's nowhere near the Pokemon streets, I'm done.
The actual price being sought for this, and I pulled an Anthony on you guys, is $24,000.
Well done. How's yeah.
Nice job.
No, believe me,
That
there are
would've
way
gone to
more
Steve-O.
expensive ones. I can tell you this though, like I could probably pull it up and like find like just 10 off the top. That's the cheapest house, however you want to call a house, in Vegas right now.
Sure.
Right now.
Before Steve-O listened to my dumbass, he would have won. Unfortunately, Geekus, you won this.
Yeah.
Also, you now have to live very far away from the Pokemon streets.
But I'll be in the same city-ish. So you know what? I'm closer than I am now.
Vandal, why is this so cheap?
Because it's a trailer, and the thing is, you can only get cash for that because it's probably like if you judge by the shape of it, because they didn't say inside the description at all. But since I've been looking at real estate, out here and stuff like that, I can guarantee you that trailer's from the 50s or 60s, and you cannot get a loan on a trailer that was built after 1978. So if they
You really think that's that old?
Yes,
Wow,
for
okay.
sure. I've been here's the thing. When I first started looking for houses, I did look at a couple trailers. And I was
refurb
like,
looks
fuck
good.
it. Like, yeah, the refurb looks good and all that stuff, but everything on there, it's off the ground. Number one, it has to, for you to get a loan on a trailer, you have to get it. It has to actually be turned into real property. You can't have it on the wheels. It can't be on axles.
Sure.
So you actually have to ground it and foundation it. And so what's going on is this, whoever this person is just trying to get out of Vegas, and they're selling the trailer, and that's why like you got the lot rent. Like there's no value in this thing really at all, and that's why it's so cheap. Don't get me wrong, it looks decent enough. Like I'm not even joking. Like if I had to, I'd live there. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look that bad, but as far as it actually being worth anything, it's not. It's not worth the paint they put on
The
it.
weird part about that is too, you're spending $24,000 to pay rent again.
Yeah.
Because
And
you're
six-
paying basically a rent payment in the lot rent.
Yes, and they,
So you don't really own anything
No, you don't. And
because it's
there's
not like
an
you're
HOA.
gonna
There's
drag
a-
a 50-year-old trailer somewhere else. Like that thing would
Yeah.
fucking fall apart on the highway.
Yeah, and that's why they can't. That's why they're not moving it. That's my assumption, stuff like that. And
Yeah.
like Steve-O said, you have to take out a straight personal loan on it if you want to get a loan, and like you can't do anything with it. You actually do have an HOA in trailer parks. Like if you notice, like it's not super fucking nice, but that yard was landscaped as far as it goes. You know what I mean? Like
HOA doesn't make things nice. It just makes Karens.
well, it makes
in
it
my
makes, they enforce you to try to make things nice, But like that
Right.
that trailer park would probably make you put your trash cans away, and stuff like that. Like there are trailer
Yeah.
parks in Vegas right now because like I looked at a trailer a couple years ago to buy when we were looking to buy a house, and it was on actual property and all that stuff, and it was converted to real estate. It had a pool in the backyard, and it wasn't the greatest neighborhood or anything. It was over by Boulder Highway, so obviously bad. That's for like Earn and fucking Sewer Rug, but I put a bid on it, and it was like they listed it for $210,000. Right, I'm talking about a trailer. It was like 1,000 square feet. It was like 2 or 3 bedrooms, can't remember, but it had a pool, so I was like, all right, shitty neighborhood and all this stuff. $210,000. I put a bid for $250,000. I figured 40 over. Who the fuck would do that? Someone bought it for $325,000. So.
Yeah, and whoever owned it was the winner. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, that's
Yeah, it's crazy, but like that's life, I guess, or whatever. Once you get your shit together, it goes to shit. So don't ever get your shit together, kids. That's the moral of the story. No.
Well, I
Where's
mean,
the- where's the
you
Geekus
live
mean?
where you want to live, and you have to deal with the things that go along with that. If you live in Wisconsin, you got to pay high heating bills. That's just how it is. If you live in
Yeah.
Florida, you're paying high AC bill. It's wherever you live. There's always a little funky thing that you have to deal with. But like Ern, I mean, he lives way up almost in the northern peninsula of Michigan. He deals with crappy weather. Geekus, you deal with crappy weather.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a trade-off there, but yeah, there's no way I guess what I don't understand is why in the Vegas area that you can't just buy a piece of land that's that you can have electricity and plumbing and stuff hooked to, and then just buy a new mobile home and bring it there.
You can, but
wouldn't that be so much cheaper?
You would think so, but land in Vegas is selling so fast that we're literally from mountain to mountain. They're blasting the sides of the mountains to build houses on. Like we're crawling up the mountains. They just built houses in the edge of a national park. Like I'm talking like could you imagine
sounds
going
like
to
it would be
Yellow?
cheaper to live in a hotel.
And sometimes it sounds like it, unless it's like what is it, a hockey weekend or a fucking NFL weekend. But they're building all the, like imagine going to like Yellowstone Park, and then like right as you drive out the front door, there's modern townhomes, moderately priced at $500,000. Like that's what it's like out here right now. So like
Gotcha.
the land by itself, you're looking at a lot of money. And I didn't mean it turns to a whole bitch fest or anything like that. This is a very very boring long story short. But yeah, it's just it's terrible out here. Like land, there was a house that was half condemned. My first real estate agent sent to me. I got rid of this guy so fast, and he's like, "Oh, this is within like a price range you might be interested in." It was condemned, half burnt down, and someone was killed in it, and they wanted $300,000 for it. Like, are you fucking high? But yeah,
It's the trifecta. That's why $100,000.
you get free hypodermic needles. Like, why am I complaining, right? Like,
well,
What
to
is
bring
the
us back
problem?
up before we get out of here, I'll tell my quick long story short about the
go for it.
350Z. All right, so many of you guys know I used to sell cars, and Nissan's was a company I worked with quite a bit. Saturday afternoon, 4:30, we close at like 6. A 350Z comes rolling in. A customer's driving a used one, and one of the other salesmen is with him. And then right behind that pulls in this, like a GMC dually, obviously construction type truck. And the truck parks, and this old man gets out of it, kind of heavy set, bibbed overalls, obviously looks like a working man. And it's like 4:30. I will go ahead and take the guy. I'm like, this will be the last guy I take for the day. So I go out and start talking to him, and he's like, ooh, I really like that sports car. That was really cool. I followed that in. I'm like, oh yeah, that's I tell him about the car and blah blah blah. And so we take it out for a test drive, and he drives, and he's like, I really like this. And so we get back to the dealership, and he wants to buy it. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, let's go in and start talking about it. So the first thing he says to me, I want to see how long I can finance this out for. And that's a bad sign when somebody says that from the get-go, because you're just like, okay, he's looking for the lowest payment he can get. He wants to finance this thing. Usually that also means they don't have very good credit and all of that. So I'm like, all right, well, let's see what we can do. I got to run a credit app, for you. And so we do the paperwork on it, and I take it up to the desk, and I go back and I talk to him for a little while. My sales manager, has me come back up to the desk, and he's like, this guy his credit score, he can buy whatever he wants. He goes, how long does he want to finance this for? He said as long as he wants. So we give him, a price and all of that. And he ends up buying it. And so now we're at, 5:30, 5:45. The dealership's going to close at 6. And he's like, I can't drive both of these vehicles home. Would you mind following me home in the car that I just bought, and then I'll drive the truck, and then I'll we'll bring you back. And I'm like, yeah. And so I talked to the sales manager, like, yeah, he says fine. He goes, just follow a guy home, he'll bring you back, and then just you can go home, after that. We'll probably be way out of here. And I'm like, okay, fine. So this is like the summertime. It's pretty cool. So I start following this guy, and we're driving cornfields and all of this, like way back. This is in Ohio too. So I'm driving all over the place. And so we pull up to this fucking mansion. Okay. And there's like construction equipment like in the yard. And I'm not talking about like a little backhoe. I'm talking about like fucking huge ass construction equipment. And I pull up to this mansion, and he parks. And I just park behind him, and I'm a little skittish about it. And then he walks up to my window, and he goes, hey, would you mind if my butler took you back to the dealership, because I want to show off my car, to this new car, to some of my friends? And I'm the salesman at that point. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, no problem whatsoever. And then here comes out this guy in full fucking butler garb, like tuxedo, apron and all this. He walks up to the guy that I sold the car to, and he's like, oh, yes, sir. I have dinner ready for you whenever you're ready to have it. And he's like, would you mind taking this gentleman back to the – oh, no problem whatsoever, sir. We'll get that handled. So we drive all the way back to the dealership, and in my mind, I'm exploding, because I'm like, I have to wait until Monday to tell all the people at work what fucking happened, because this is just unbelievable. Like, and this is one of my don't judge a book by its cover stories, because most of the other guys, the salesman, would not have taken this guy. He did not look like he had $12 in his pocket. And lo and behold, I mean, literally, it was the most amazing thing that I had ever seen. The only other thing I wanted to do in car sales that I never got to do was sell a car like all in cash, like some drug dealer or something. I always wanted to do that because I thought it was fun. But don't judge a book by its cover. That guy could have bought fucking 3 of those cash, probably no problem. But he wanted to finance it out just because it was going to be a fun little toy for him. But yeah, it was one of those experiences that I'll never forget.
It's crazy that like a rich guy would like I wonder what he did with that car, because like you said, he had a butler. That dude had Lamborghini money and he loved the Nissan.
Yeah, literally followed the car in when somebody else was test driving it, and ended up going home with it. And yeah, it was great. And so yeah, like I said, I'm just sitting around all weekend going, I can't wait to tell the guys at work about this, because that shit just doesn't happen. Selling cars is a boring experience most of the time.
Well, Anthony's first long
strippers,
story short went great. That's why I miss working at Home Depot. No, Geekus, I put your Twitch in the
Every time I see a picture of Home Depot, it makes me think of that story.
I put your Twitch in
you
the
and the
chat.
stripper building the fucking thing on Red Bull.
Yeah. Dude, crack.
It's fine.
Legal crack.
Anyway, we're like over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
You doing some streaming this week coming up? I put it in the chat.
Yeah, probably. Well, I do some this weekend. I don't know. I'm slowly trying to get back into it for reals this time. I've said that the last like 4 times on the show. Playing a lot of Destiny again. I'm going to be doing a lot of fishing. So if you want to watch some fishing, no, I'm just kidding. But also, yes, I will be fishing.
So Keegan's playing.
A lot of first person. Keegan's coming back. I tried to sell him hard on it. Yeah, back on the Destiny grind. Call of Duty. I'm probably going to do a playthrough of a new game plus on Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Just whatever I'm feeling in the mood for. I need to get a better
that's
setup.
the Star-Lord Jedi.
Yes, it is. One of these days I'm going to get a good setup, because I'm playing a lot of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, but that's for me. But one of these days I'd like to be able to set up something so I can actually stream some of that too. But yeah, twitch.tv/GeekusMaximus, and you can come watch me attempt to play video games. Sometimes it goes well. Most of the times it doesn't.
He's the guy in purple, in case you
if I'm on Call of Duty, I'm wearing purple. I am ready to go. You're never going to find me. You're never
like
going
it's
to.
1999.
Anthony
pal.
said you cannot LARP in
Goddamn
video
right.
games, but you can only LARP in real life. Snorkel, you got anything for these people?
I got nothing. I put it in chat. Going on to you, Anthony.
All right. Well, I'm shutting down my IG, so you guys have nowhere to find me now. Sorry.
You'll find them here Friday nights. Let's go.
I just got in
Yes.
this week the new Rotten Potatoes logo shirt. So yeah, we're switching over to that. I wanted to have a logo that I owned, that I made, so that's the reason for the switch. And I like it. I think it's funny and cute, and I'm gonna go along with it. So buy some lights. I got some great beard stuff from a company I can't remember right now, but it's actually very masculine kind of smells, and makes my beard feel great. So other than that, Vandal, why don't you take us on home, buddy?
I think we're going to start calling these guys pig pens now. Anyways, it's been a great show, Anthony.
I liked piglets better, but you do
Yeah.
whatever you want to do.
I believe me.
This is the
it'll
pig
pass
pen.
in a week. Yeah.
This is the pig pen.
Yeah. And
This
they're
like
piglets.
just the channel is the pig pen, and all of our viewers are piglets.
Yeah. Now I'll pay for the cameo for Nick Cage, Anthony. I got this one. You guys have been great.
Let's go.
Good to see
can't
some
even afford
faces.
that cameo.
Good to
Let's
see
pool
some
it. Let's
faces
pool it
coming
together.
back that have been here before. We'll be back next week, and I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll figure it all out. And Surrook should be here, and he's gonna give his very first long story short. It's gonna be worth it. I promise you that much. That's all I'm gonna say. Other than that, you guys are all beautiful. We love you. You're very special, and have a great fucking weekend. Don't drive drunk, and don't eat a skunk. I don't know. Just like last week. That's it. We're out. No. Bye, everybody.